Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Newman Flanagan Center on the campus of Briarcliff University. I'm Justin Barker for Charger Basketball here this afternoon on the Chargers Sports Network at BCUChargers.com. The crosstown rival Morningside Mustangs inside the Newman Flanagan Center this afternoon for a men's and women's doubleheader. For the Morningside women, they are ranked number 7 in the latest installment of the NAIA National Poll. They are 18-6 overall, 12-4 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference, including, that's good for third right now inside GPAC conference play. The Mustangs coming off a loss against Hastings, 85-80 in overtime on Wednesday night. But before that, had a string where they won 7 out of 8, so now 7 of 9, make it 7 of 10, dating back to December the 29th when they lost to Mayville State here inside this building. But Coach Jamie Sale and company still putting together a fantastic campaign. And for Sale, he just picked up his 500th victory at Morningside College a week or two ago, and his impressive career. But like we said, the Mustangs coming off an 85-80 overtime loss at Hastings on Wednesday night. For the Chargers, they have traded wins and losses over the last couple of weeks. Losing to Concordia, then upsetting Northwestern on the road up in Orange City, losing at Hastings, and winning at Mount Marty on Wednesday night. Briarcliff 7-16 overall, 4-11 in the GPAC, which right now puts them 2 games out of the 8th and final GPAC tournament playoff spot. So the Chargers do have a shot at that number 8 seed, but got to win some ball games here at the end of the season. And the team has been playing very well down the stretch here, so definitely a possibility. Other games of the Great Plains Athletic Conference today. Doane is at Mount Marty. Northwestern is out at Hastings. A top 20 battle on the women's side there. Number 17 Northwestern, number 2 Hastings. Concordia at Dakota Wesleyan, a great GPAC doubleheader there with all teams either ranked or getting votes. The only team not in the top 25, Concordia men, but they are receiving votes. And it's Dort at Midland. And the women's only matchup has College of St. Mary at Jamestown. And the Jamestown Jimmy ladies are receiving votes in the latest installment of the poll as well. So Chargers come in, averaging 66.9 points per game, giving up 77.2, led by freshman Connor Sudman at 17.1 points per contest. Madeline Deitzler at 13 and Alyssa Carley at 11.5. Morningside is led by Sierra Mitchell at 16.8 points per game. Sydney Hupp at 14.8. And Sophia Peppers at 14 points a game. Taylor Rodenberg knocking on double-digit door at 9.6 points per contest as well. Morningside averages 83.4 points per game. They allow 67.2, and the Mustangs are going to come out and apply pressure and continue with that pressure, and they are going to guard end line to end line, which is what they like to do throughout Coach Jamie Sale's time at Morningside. So, of course, his assistant coach, Jill Bodemer, back inside the Newman Flanagan Center as well. She was Jill Rosenmeyer when she had her playing career here, but now a member of the Briarcliff Athletic Hall of Fame for a number of good reasons, obviously, because she was a tremendous talent on those very, very good Briarcliff women's basketball teams. So for Jamie and Jill coming back kind of where it started here inside the Newman Flanagan Center today. But looking ahead to the men's game a little bit, Morningside, number 1 in the country. They're cruising, frankly. Really haven't. They've had some challenges, but the fact is they've passed each and every challenge on the way to a 23-0 season. Just playing incredibly well. I really don't know what other way to describe, but they're hitting on all cylinders. 23-0. 15-0 in the GPAC. Chargers are 12-12, 3-1 in the GPAC, but Briarcliff coming off a nice win over 17th-ranked Mount Marty on Wednesday night, 190. Jackson Lamb had 54 in that game, so we'll see. Jackson might need another 50-point game to upset the number 1 team in the land, but he'll definitely give it a shot. There's no doubt about that. We'll take a look at the starting lineups for Briarcliff and Morningside as we close in on opening tip-off. For the visiting Morningside Mustangs and head coach Jamie Sale, they wear maroon today with Mustangs written across the front in white numerals, and the letters and the numbers trimmed out in black. Jordan Mosier wears number 3, a 5'5" senior guard from Harlan, Iowa. Sierra Mitchell wears number 4. She's a 5'6" junior from Pleasant Hill, Iowa. Number 10 is Grace Meyer, a 5'8" junior from Pomeroy, Iowa. Sydney Hupp wears number 12, a 6'1" senior forward from O'Neill, Nebraska. And Sophia Peppers wears number 25. She's a 5'10" sophomore from Exira, Iowa. The leading scorer from Morningside is Sierra Mitchell at 16.8 points per contest for the Stangs. For the Briarcliff University Chargers, they will wear all white this afternoon for head coach Mike Power. And I'm anticipating a national anthem break here, so no sense of getting a player or two in and then having to restart. Well, anyway, we'll give it a shot. Alyssa Carley wears number 1, a 5'11" senior from Trainer, Iowa. Jaden Businger wears number 3, 5'7" sophomore, Bassett, Nebraska. Connor Sudman wears number 5, a 5'11" freshman from Trainer, Iowa. Peyton Slaughter wears number 11, a 5'6" freshman from Cherokee. And Madeline Deitzler wears number 14. Deitzler, a 5'11" sophomore from Trainer, Iowa. Now time for the national anthem. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the Newman Flanagan Center on the campus of Briarcliff University. I'm Justin Barker along with you this afternoon for men's and women's doubleheader Charger basketball inside the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Morningside and Briarcliff, the big crosstown rivalry. And if you're on your way to the Newman Flanagan Center today, bring a stuffed toy, a teddy bear for the Mike Ruley Annual Bear Memorial. Mike Bear Ruley passed away February 6th of 2014 after a 12-year cancer battle. The past 5 years, teddy bears have been given in his memory to adults and children with a cancer connection or other life-changing event. To date, over 3,000 stuffed animals have been donated to numerous Siouxland agencies. So bring your teddy bear up, and I think you even get a box of popcorn if you do, and you put a teddy bear in the stack today. Got a big wooden crate down at the entry gate, so if you have the opportunity and can bring a teddy bear for the Mike Ruley Teddy Bear Memorial, please do. Would be very, very cool. So Briarcliff dressed in white, Briarcliff written in blue with gold trim, the numerals gold and blue trim for the Charger women. Mustangs out at center court. Chargers getting ready to join them. And it's almost time for basketball here at the Newman Flanagan Center. Briarcliff will go from right to left. Sydney Hupp in the center circle along with Madeline Deitzler. Mr. Referee puts the ball in the air and we are good to go. Opening tip controlled by the Chargers. Slaughter came out with it to Carley and back to Peyton Slaughter. It's Carley, Businger, Sudman, Slaughter, and Deitzler for Briarcliff. Deitzler left wide open and will get the basket from the left side of the rim right underneath. A little bit of a defensive breakdown by the Mustangs will put the Chargers up 2-0. It's Mosier, Mitchell, Meyer, Hupp, and Peppers for Morningside. It'll be Peppers top of the key into the near corner. Looking down for Mosier, stolen away by the Chargers. Sudman has Slaughter running. Slaughter will have to run it down and save it in. Businger there to catch it out of the air. Businger, though, pinned in the near corner. And a timeout by the Chargers. An early 30-second timeout by Coach Power with 9:20 to go in the first quarter. He'll try to keep that possession the Chargers' way. Following the timeout, back underway, Charger basketball in the near corner. Sudman set to put it in play and does so to Madeline Deitzler. Nice cut down the baseline for Sudman, but the lay-in is up and over the rim. No good. Mustangs come out with the basketball looking for their first points of the contest. About a minute gone. Sydney Hupp tries to battle for position inside. Mosier can't get it to her just yet. Everybody looking at her, but Mosier will take a few dribbles and bounce into the corner for Grace Meyer, who fires for three and scores. Meyer makes it 3-2 Mustangs. Deitzler and Slaughter break the pressure. Got to put a little hurry into it. Sudman does throw it across the stripe. Slaughter with a 3-on-2. Carly in the corner for three. Good. Alyssa Carly for three. Good ball movement by the Chargers. They had set up the 3-on-2. Carly loves camping out that far corner. Makes more than she misses from there. Sierra Mitchell dribbles up top. And over to Meyer. Down to the baseline for Mosier. Mosier dribbles underneath but kicks it way back out top. It's Peppers for three and off the mark. No good. Rebound through the hands of Meyer and into the hands of the Chargers as Sudman makes her way into the front court. Sudman calls off Slaughter and goes to Businger. Over to Slaughter, now bounce down to Sudman in the near corner. Sudman facing the hoop, gets a nice screen from Deitzler. Sudman drives through traffic and lays it up and in. Nice play by Connor Sudman. 7-3 Chargers. 7:40 to play in the first quarter. Mitchell with it up top. Mitchell and the Mustangs throw it over to Mosier in the far corner. Mosier's pass batted down, but into the hands of Sydney Hupp and now stolen away by Briarcliff on a deflected pass. Businger across half court, left side of the circle, now top of the key and over to Peyton Slaughter. Looking straight onto the basket. Slaughter dribbles to the right wing and Sudman takes over up top, calling for a screen. Doesn't get it. Peppers remains her defender. Now they do screen off for Sudman. Sudman drives baseline, little jumper. Good, Connor Sudman. And a timeout by Coach Jamie Sale. A 9-3 start for the Chargers. 7:06 to go here in the first quarter. Sudman with 4, Carly with 3, and Deitzler with 2. The Mustangs have a 3 from Grace Meyer today. Going on 3 minutes gone. They got to thank our sponsor of today's game, Ruley Family Chiropractic and Red Ruley. Got the teddy bear donations today for the Mike Ruley Foundation. So if you have a chance, you're going to make it up here for the remainder of this one and the men's basketball game. Consider that. Consider bringing a stuffed toy or teddy bear. We'll be going to some great folks, no doubt about it. Peyton Slaughter will put a little dribbling pressure on Jordan Mosier here. She shadows her the entire way, almost forced Mosier into a turnover. Mitchell wants a 3 from the wing. Good, Sierra Mitchell. Mustangs shoot 35% from beyond the arc. On 5 percentage points better than Briarcliff. They've attempted 731 three-pointers to 443 for Briarcliff. They've hit 255 of them on the season. Foul coming. Sudman looking for an opening. It'll be Sophia Peppers with her first and the team's first. Taylor Rodenberg into the game for Morningside, a 5'9" sophomore from Haywarden. Into Sudman, left side of the circle, now top of the key. Slaughter does some dribbling and tried to pass it to Carly down in the corner. It was batted down and out of bounds by Grace Meyer, so Chargers will inbound on the far side. Sudman bounces into Carly in the corner. Carly gets away from a double team. Chargers working around the perimeter. Carly calling back for it on the wing. Can't get it to her. Deitzler takes the jumper off the left elbow and scores her second basket of the contest. So it's 11-6 with 6:10 to play here in the first quarter. Worked over to Mitchell in the corner. She'll take a few dribbles in and bury the baseline jumper. Sierra Mitchell with 5. 6 minutes now to go here in the first quarter, 11-8. Not a lot of get up and go in this game, as kind of thought would be the case, but both teams settling in offensively to get a good look as Sudman pumps near side. Slaughter for 3. Good. Peyton Slaughter. Patience has been the key today. 14-8. Mustangs with the basketball. Nice crowd filling in already here at the Newman Flanagan Center. Got plenty of room for you, and the popcorn's on. And it smells good. Slaughter looking at Sierra Mitchell, who gets rid of it. Into the corner for Meyer. Rodenberg takes the dribble and throws through to the near side. Three-pointer on the way, good. Sierra Mitchell with another 3. She's got 8. On the way to her 16.8 points per game average. 14-11. Sudman on the drive. Over to Carly in the corner. Carly dribbles and stops. Top of the key over to Deitzler. Slaughter wants another 3. That one's off the mark and no good. Rebound into the hands of Grace Meyer. Meyer continues and will dribble to the top of the key for Jordan Mosier. They work it inside. Hupp finally gets her first look at it, and she's fouled. Hupp, a very good post player. The senior. Foul to Connor Sudman, her first, team's first. New Chargers into the lineup. Sarah Dreckman in. 5'6" senior from Marcus. Taylor Lamprecht into the ball game as well. A 5'9" freshman from Ponca, and Brianna Allen. 5'6" senior from Crofton. Hupp's first free throw is good. 14-12. Second one for Hupp is good. 14-13, full court pressure by the Mustangs. Broken nicely by Sudman with a dribble right down the center of the floor. Allen over to Connor Sudman. Sudman will bring it up towards the top and take a look at the offense. Now Allen will run it and swing it near side for Dreckman. Dreckman will bounce to Sudman, who cuts through traffic. Cuts inside the free throw line. Allen open for 3. She'll fire. It's no good off the front of the rim. Pulled in by Olivia Larson of Morningside. Larson, a 5'8" freshman from the basketball factory of Newell Fonda. They're up near the top of the Iowa girls rankings again this season. Believe still undefeated. Mitchell wants another 3. No good. Sudman with a rebound. Sudman stutter steps, now drives where she'll be fouled. Faith Meyer on the foul, and for Faith playing very good defense, but just never had the opportunity to really set herself and establish defensive position. So that'll put Connor Sudman on the free throw line. Connor with a bend of the knees, so the free throw is good. Sudman has 5. 17.1 points per game for the freshman. Second one is good for Connor Sudman as well. She's got 6, so it's 16-13 with 4:03 to play. .359 to play in the first quarter. Chargers lead by 3, 16-13. Peppers to Rodenberg. Rodenberg fouled on her way to the basket. I think it'll go to Businger's. Rodenberg using the right side of the lane. Be Businger's first, team's second. So it'll be Taylor Rodenberg at the free throw line. High arcing free throw does bang home. Rattled around in the cage a little bit before falling through. Second one is good. So Rodenberg hits both. 16-15, and seeing some familiar women's basketball faces here in the crowd today. Kind of nice. Some alumni in. Taylor Lamprecht gets the entry pass. She'll put it on the deck once and go up and score. Meyer almost lost the handle. She's pinned along the far sideline, but does take control of it. Larson has it stolen away. Slaughter with a steal. Took it off the hands of Peppers. And a foul will go to Sierra Mitchell. Her first and the team's third. So Allen will put it in play to Peyton Slaughter. Men's basketball, of course, to follow. Approximately 4 o'clock on the tip-off time as Businger throws to the free throw line for Allen with her back to the basket. She'll hand it off to Slaughter. Mahomes over to Tyreek Hill style. How's that? Allen on the left wing with 7 on the shot clock. Into the corner with 5. Allen starts a drive. The cutter is Dreckman, and the lay-in's good. Dreckman did a great job of taking off from the free throw line and cutting towards the basket. And it's 20-15. Mustang basketball with Meyer. Fed into the corner for Larson. Beautiful entry pass to Sophia Peppers, who had a step behind the defense and gets the bucket. Now Lamprecht kind of lazily puts it in play looking for Slaughter, and it was pitched right back out on bounds. So the Chargers will face the pressure. Had to reset the shot clock, but refereeing crew right on it. They get the job done. 2:37 to play in the first quarter. 20-17. Chargers have the lead and the basketballs. They look to break the pressure. Sudman and Deitzler get the job done with a couple of seconds to spare. Businger, near side for Allen, fed down to Sudman. Sudman will turn. She'll shoot and score. Connor Sudman with a basket. She's got 8. 22-17 with 2:10 to play in the first quarter of action. So plenty of time if you're local here to Siouxland to get up here and watch some basketball as Mitchell fires for 3 and hits her third of the first quarter. She's got 11 of the Mustangs' 20 points. 22-20. Sudman backs off a dribble and puts it into the hands of Brianna Allen. Over to Businger, bounces into Sudman. Deitzler takes the post move, 2 dribbles to her right and pumps it back up top for Allen with 10 on the shot clock. Allen picks up her dribble and needs some help. Nobody really coming in to help her. She tried to lob it inside for Deitzler. It was poked out of bounds by 2 Mustang defenders. It was guarded well by Meyer and Peppers. So Carly will have to put it in play to Deitzler. A little tip back to Carly, and nothing really happened there besides the ball goes back out of bounds with 2 seconds now on the shot clock. Sudman goes way up top for Alyssa Carly, who's got a fire from way deep and hit the back square. But getting back and beating everybody down the floor, Abby Drelling with the basket. Good hustle by Abby. And we're tied at 22. Businger fires for 3 in the left wing, no good. Rebounded by Sierra Mitchell. Mitchell takes the center of the floor, now works right side, and it'll be a charge as she bumped through Brianna Allen, who got there just in time to take the charge. That'll be Sierra Mitchell's second foul, team's 4th. Tate Hansen into the ball game from Morningside. Tate Hansen, a 5'7" junior from York, Nebraska. More pressure by the Mustangs. Allen catches it and gives it back to Deitzler. Deitzler to Connor Sudman. Sudman will turn and work it across the half-court stripe into the zone for the Chargers with a game tied at 22. Businger to Carly on the left wing. Carly looking for some movement from her team as it's bounced to Businger at the right elbow. Sudman comes around the top of the circle and pumps over to Allen in the corner for 3. Good, Brianna Allen. Allen's first points of the game. Hanson into the corner for Peppers for three. No good. Carly had the ball taken off of her hands on the rebound. It's tipped away, but she gathers it back in and finds Sudman with a shot clock off for the Chargers. Drelling pushes the ball out of bounds on a long pass attempt from Sudman. So 13.8 seconds to go here in the first quarter. (25-22) Briarcliff. Slaughter lobs it in up top for Connor Sudman. Down to 10 in the first quarter. Sudman bounce to the free throw line for Deitzler, who looks inside Sudman, who will be fouled on the shot attempt. A great job from Deitzler to Sudman. Abby Drelling with her first, team's fifth foul, so that will put Sudman at the line. It was a shooting foul anyway. She got two, so first one is good for Connor. She's got 9 already. Sierra Mitchell leads all scorers with 11. Sudman's second is good. She's got 10. With 5 seconds to go in the quarter, Peppers will hurry for the Mustangs. She's got a cutter. Meyer to the front of the rim. No good, and the basket is off the mark. And at the end of a quarter, it's Briarcliff 27. And the Morningside Mustangs 22. Second quarter action coming up next on the Charger Sports Network. So through a quarter here at the Newman Flanagan Center, it's Briarcliff 27 and the Morningside Mustangs 22. Sierra Mitchell leads Morningside with 11. Connor Sudman leads Briarcliff with 10. Chargers shooting very well here in the first quarter. 10 of 14 for 71%. Morningside equally as impressive, 7 of 10. For 70%. Morningside basketball to start the second quarter. Three-pointer on the way from the wing, no good, off the hands of Grace Meyer, rebounded by Sudman. And the Chargers, Briarcliff actually 10 of 15 through a quarter at 67%. Slaughter for three off the mark, no good. Morningside was 7 of 10. From beyond the arc, Morningside 4 of 7 and Briarcliff 3 of 6. From the free throw line, Morningside 4 of 4, Briarcliff 4 of 4. Morningside's largest lead a point, Briarcliff's largest lead 6. Score was tied once and the lead changed hands twice. So the Mustangs have the basketball. So they twirl it around to the near right wing. Meyer back across the top for Hanson. Hanson to Peppers. Peppers crisscrosses the court with a pass into the corner for Jordan Mosier's three is off the mark. And Sudman will corral the rebound. Sudman over to Businger and now to Peyton Slaughter. Slaughter lost her footing and needs help. And it's stolen. Mosier with a steal. Sudman tried to come and get it as Mosier dribbles all the way to the low block, but now bounces it back behind her and across the top into the near corner for Peppers. Peppers up the wing to Hanson, inside to Hupp. Hupp will shoot and score and draw in Businger for the foul. Dreckman and Brianna Allen both back in for the Chargers. So Hupp will have the three-point play opportunity. 27-24. Second one is, and one is good for Hupp. So it's 27-25, 8.5 to go. Here in the first half, Deitzler looks to go coast to coast, draws in Hupp. Hupp blocks the shot, pops through Deitzler's hands up into the air, and Hupp touches it on its way out of bounds. So the Chargers will have 19 seconds on the shot clock. Get an attempt away. Dreckman left side of the circle. Top of the key, Sudman cuts through, nothing doing. Dreckman bounces over to Alyssa Carley. Carley into the corner for Allen. Allen with 7, with 6, with 5. She drives baseline, kicks it into the corner for Carley for 3, no good. Rebound to Grace Meyer, and now a whistle. I believe it'll go to Brianna Allen. Whenever the defender is on the floor, that normally leads to a foul call. So it'll be the team's second foul. And the Mustangs have it with Mosier. Over to Peppers and into the corner for Hanson. Hanson into the paint, 2 passes in the paint to Hupp. A little fadeaway jumper for Sydney Hupp. Will tie it again at 27. Don't really see a couple of passes that close in the paint, but definitely worked. Sudman picks up her dribble and bounced it off of Grace Meyer. It goes out of bounds. So Sudman will work it in with the bounce pass to Dreckman. Allen looking down at Taylor Lamprecht. Can't get it to her just yet. Hupp and Lamprecht going at one another pretty well. Carley has to corral it back in, looking to hand it off to Sudman, but can't get there. Allen gets a screen and a double dribble by Brianna Allen. She looks back at the referee, and he was calling a double dribble, and she said, oh, yeah, I kind of did, didn't I? So, yeah, there's that. 27-27. And she didn't argue with him. She knew, she just, it hadn't processed through her brain yet that that's actually what happened. Hupp drives in heavy traffic and somehow muscles it up and over the front of the rim and in. Terrific play by Sydney Hupp. Came from way down by her waist, and like I said, in heavy traffic, got it up through not only the defenders, but up and over the rim. So the Mustangs back in the lead, 29-27. Sudman outside of the three-point arc, over to Dreckman, who had her pass poked out by Meyer. Rodenberg back into the game for Morningside. Bounced into Carley. 5 on the shot clock for Sudman. She'll leave it off for Dreckman. Dreckman at the free throw line. And the Chargers are not going to get a shot away. A shot clock violation. So a tip of the cap to the defense of the Mustangs, coming through when they needed it. Got to give credit where credit's due, and whenever that shot clock violation happens, it's terrific team defense. Give you some big-time college basketball scores coming up throughout the afternoon as well. Creighton with a huge win on the road at Villanova. In Big East play, left open for 3. Hanson up top, good. Just can't leave the Mustang shooters open. They will hit it every time, and Hanson hits the 3, and it's a 5-point Morningside lead, 32-27. Iowa State leads Texas 53-47 in Big 12 play. But Creighton kind of flexing some muscle on the national TV stage today. After Villanova went into Omaha and beat Creighton. Creighton avenges that loss. Whenever you go to Philadelphia and knock off Villanova, well, you're doing something right. 70-56 the score there. Or 76-61, sorry, was the score there. Xavier upset 10th-ranked Seton Hall and hands them their first loss in the Big East, 74-62. LSU over Ole Miss. Today, TCU at number 1 Baylor. Number 2 Gonzaga taking on the Dons of San Francisco. Now Texas Tech at 3rd-ranked Kansas. Number 5 Florida State at Virginia Tech. Fordham at number 7 Dayton. Good game in the Big Ten as 25th-ranked Rutgers at Michigan. Wichita State's at Tulsa. Penn State at Nebraska and Lincoln. And San Diego State, this will be the broken record until they lose. San Diego State looking to remain the lone unbeaten, and we've got a charge on Sudman as she bowled through the defender. Team's 3rd. At San Diego State, 22-0, 11-0 in the Mountain West. Taking on former USD head coach Craig Smith and his current team, the Aggies of Utah State. So a rundown there, major college basketball. 32-27, a foul on the far side of the floor to Businger. But the team's 4th of the quarter already. 5:47 to go in the first half. And Grace Meyer will inbound for the Mustangs. She'll put her team in motion, but it's Mosier right in front of her that makes the catch. Mosier backs it up near the center court circle. Mosier now drives to the free throw line and over to Hanson near side. Back to Mosier, top of the key. Couple of dribbles for Mosier where she finds Hupp at the free throw line. Hupp pumps into the corner for Meyer. Good defense by the Chargers. Mosier will actually it airballed. The putback attempt by Hanson, no good, but the second putback good for Taylor Rodenberg. So the lead swells to 7 for the Mustangs on a little dry streak here for the Chargers. Haven't scored here in the second quarter. Going on 5 minutes of scoreless time for BCU. Sudman on the left wing, drives. Sudman had her pass batted out of the air. Allen does run it down. Back to Sudman in the corner with 6 on the shot clock. She crosses the court with a pass to Dreckman, who drives baseline and shoots. No good. Rebounded by Taylor Rodenberg. Rodenberg flips over to Jordan Mosier to do the dribbling. Back to Rodenberg. Near side for Meyer. And over to Hanson. Hanson fires into Rodenberg from close range. Back to Hanson. Top of the key for 3. Good. Tate Hanson with her second 3 of the quarter. And it's 37-27. Morningside's first double-digit, actually the first double-digit lead of the day for either team. Foul to Tate Hanson, her first. Team's first. So the Chargers will inbound. After a couple of personnel exchanges, Deitzler back in, along with Sudman, Carly, Dreckman, and Slaughter. Slaughter put it into the hands of Connor Sudman. She looks at Deitzler inside, who's cutting and nothing doing. Dreckman dribbles. Carly holds on the wing. Back over to Dreckman, looking inside at Deitzler. She and Peppers going at it pretty good. Slaughter goes off a screen. Slaughter back to Sudman. Sudman starts a drive, now kicks up a jumper and scores. Connor Sudman with the first basket of the second quarter. 6 minutes in for the Chargers and will break a long scoring drought. Mitchell to Peppers at the free throw line. Peppers shoots and scores. She's got 4. Just a wide open jumper at the free throw line. Nothing fancy about it, but she buried it nonetheless. Doesn't matter how fancy it is. It's 2 points in the scorebook, and that's all she was looking for on that drive. 39-29. 3:30 to play. Deitzler looking to back in. Had to keep her balance before making an effort on her attempt as she twirls around Peppers, draws her in for the foul, and Deitzler will go to the free throw line. So it'll be Peppers' second foul. Mustangs playing a lot of time without Sierra Mitchell at points today with 2 fouls. Coach Sale has been pretty careful about Sierra, who had 11 in the first quarter. Deitzler hits 1 of 2. She's got 5. Mitchell is in the game right now, but Peppers will go out with her second foul. As Coach Sale will be careful with her as well, and that in mind. No coach wants any player to get that third foul before the halftime break. That'll give you nightmares. Larson, right side, top of the key. Drilling, back to Larson. Faith Meyer starts a drive, left side, cut off by Deitzler, where it's pumped back to the free throw line for Hupp. Hupp with 4, with 3, with 2. It's Larson, far side, three-pointer as the shot clock expires. Meyer's shot is off the mark. Slaughter pushes it ahead to Deitzler. Deitzler, left side, lost it off of her hands, out of bounds as Larson, coming up behind the play, pokes it through. With 2:49 to go in the quarter. 39-30, Mustangs. Olivia Larson, high points it, knocks it back out of bounds. She deflects away the inbound pass. Slaughter takes a few dribbles. Slaughter stops and pops. And a quick little flip of the wrist. And the Chargers have cut the lead down to 7, 39-32 with 2:43 to play here in the first half. Sudman, the leading scorer for the Chargers with 12. In fact, the game's leading scorer to this point. Following the timeout, it's Mustang basketball here on the Charger Sports Network at BCUchargers.com. Our Square Tire halftime show will come your way in a couple of minutes. We'll run down all the first half stats, give you some scores from around the GPAC and major college hoops, and whatever else we can throw at you as Mitchell loses the ball out of bounds. Turnover to the Chargers, just the fourth turnover of the day for the Mustangs. Chargers have only committed 4. This is actually when you take a look at all the numbers and everything involved, just a really solid basketball game to this point. 39-32. Mustangs get the steal with Faith Meyer. Meyer cuts through the paint with a quick right-handed dribble, but her free throw is no good. Sarah Dreckman with a rebound, and over to Connor Sudman, who will try to clear for Briarcliff. Excellent defensive hustle by Faith Meyer. Stole it away, had to go down to the floor to pick it up, but does, and then Sudman picks up that absolutely dreaded third foul. Faith Meyer will go to the free throw line. That'll be the 5th Charger foul of the quarter, as Tate Hansen will check back in for Morningside and replace Sierra Mitchell after Coach Sale sees Connor Sudman get her third. He says, you know what, I'm not sure I want to chance my leading scorer to pick up her third. Meyer's free throw is good, and it's 40-32. Second one is good as well for Meyer. 41-32. Slaughter will run with it. Now turn it towards the center of the floor for Briarcliff. She looks at Coach Power, and now as she looks at Coach Power, it's stolen away. Lay-in no good by Olivia Larson. Larson will go to the free throw line on the Peyton Slaughter foul. First for Slaughter, but double bonus free throws for the Mustangs for the rest of the half already in place. It's a double bonus free throw here anyway on the shot for Larson. Free throw is good. Her first point. Second one is good. Larson rattles it home. 43-32, 1:55 to play in the first half. Chargers need to finish this quarter strong as they've only scored 5 points in the entire quarter. That's been a bugaboo for the Charger team kind of throughout the season as they played well with these ranked opponents that have come in, but they've had one quarter that they just can't escape. Slaughter twirling around, now contorts around the defense and puts up a one-handed kind of flip of a shot. It's no good. But they've had some single-digit scoring quarters that have cost them games or the chance to win games. Slaughter steals and bounces through traffic ahead to Dreckman, whose shot is blocked beautifully by Olivia Larson. That's a terrific defensive play any way you look at it. Hansen will bounce over to Meyer. Back to Hansen, top of the key for three, no good. Rebound into the hands of Faith Meyer to keep it alive for Morningside. Back to Hansen, free throw line jumper. Short off the front of the rim as Alyssa Carley collects the rebound, her second. To go along with a three-pointer she hit in the first quarter. Shannon Sokolowski with the basketball. Fed down to Slaughter. Back to Sokolowski. Sokolowski drives baseline. Pumps over to Carley on the wing. Carley back up top for Dreckman with 10 on the shot clock. Dreckman to Deitzler. Free throw line jumper for Madeline Deitzler off the right side of the rim. No good. Shot clock off for the Mustangs and Olivia Larson. Coach Jamie Sale will call the play for his team. Down to 13 for Larson. Down to Hansen, back to Larson with 7, 6, and 5. Fed inside, stolen by Dreckman. Dreckman over to Carley, and Carley will fire from half court and almost made it. Well, it would have been awesome if she would have, but good effort anyway. And most importantly, the Mustangs come up empty on that final possession of the first half. So, as we head into halftime, it's Morningside 43 and Briar Cliff 32. We'll take a pause here on the Charger Sports Network, get some stats all put together for you, and rejoin you with a Square Tire halftime report coming up next on the Charger Sports Network at bcuchargers.com. Back at the Newman Flanagan Center on the Square Tire Halftime Report here on the Chargers Sports Network at BCUChargers.com. Whether you're a Charger fan or a Mustang fan, we welcome you to the Newman Flanagan Center via the magic of the World Wide Web. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Justin Barker, the halftime score, Morningside 43 and Briarcliff 32. First half scoring for the Mustangs. They were led by Sierra Mitchell with 11. Sydney Hupp had 9. Tate Hansen with 6. Taylor Rodenberg and Sophia Peppers had 4 each. Grace Meyer hit a 3. Olivia Larson and Abby Drilling each had a basket, as did Faith Meyer. The Mustangs shoot 14 of 25 for 56%. 6 of 13 beyond the arc and hit all 9 of their free throw attempts. For the Briarcliff Chargers, Connor Sudman with 12. Madeline Deitzler and Peyton Slaughter with 5 each. And Sarah Dreckman and Taylor Lamprecht with a basket each. Brianna Allen hit a 3. But the Chargers, points just absolutely did not come in the second quarter. They were outscored 21-5, which obviously the big difference because they enjoyed a 27-22 lead at the end of the first quarter, but now the lead in double figures for the Mustangs. In fact, their biggest lead of the day. That is 11. Briarcliff shot 12 of 24 for 50%. 3 of 8 from beyond the arc and 5 of 6 at the free throw line. 14 rebounds to 9. Morningside has the advantage. 6 assists, 7 turnovers for the Chargers. 11 assists to 6 turnovers for the Mustangs. Bench scoring 16-10 for Morningside. Points in the paint tied at 10. Second chance points just 2-0 for the Mustangs. And points off of turnover 5-2. That advantage belongs to 7th-ranked Morningside. Taking a look at some scores in the Great Plains Athletic Conference today. Plenty of action, including number 3 Concordia. They've got a 33-25 lead over Dakota Wesleyan. That's a halftime score at the Corn Palace in Mitchell, South Dakota. The world's one and only. It's interesting if you haven't been there. Sight to see. Called Briarcliff up there before, and so that's been the way that I've seen the Corn Palace. But yeah, kind of a cool place. Got Dordt at Midland today. Got Northwestern at Hastings. And Doan is at Mount Marty. Also College of St. Mary at Jamestown today in GPAC basketball. All the other games outside of College of St. Mary and Jamestown, the men's women's doubleheaders. But the Flames of College of St. Mary have a 26-21 halftime lead over the Jimmies. Trying to find that Hastings Northwestern score, but just can't get the internet to pop in right now. So we'll see what we can get done there for you, because that's definitely a score we want to keep an eye out on, with Hastings remaining undefeated atop of the GPAC conference. Hastings women and the Morningside men enjoying the life of the unbeatens in NAIA Division II basketball. Hastings at 23-0, 15-0 in the conference, so equaling the Morningside men's record. Let's see here. Well, there's so many click-throughs to get what you want. Halftime, Northwestern 40 and Hastings 39. So we'll keep track of that game throughout the afternoon, as well as Hastings looking to remain unbeaten and escape for another day, right? 43-32. The third quarter action starts in a minute here on the Chargers Sports Network at BCUChargers.com. Thank you for joining us today, wherever you may be, via the World Wide Web. We appreciate it. Also, remember, if you're going to make your way up here for the men's basketball game, maybe sampling this one online, the Mike Ruley Annual Bear Memorial Mike, a 12-year battle with cancer ended February 6th of 2014. And for the past 5 years, teddy bears were given in his memory to adults and children with cancer, with a cancer connection or other life-changing event. Over 3,000 stuffed animals have been donated to numerous Siouxland agencies with that in mind. So drop a teddy bear into the big bin on your way into the Newman Flanagan Center today. Will be greatly appreciated, and it will warm somebody's heart, which that's what we're all out for, right? We need more of that in the world, at least in my opinion. All right, underway here in the second half. Briarcliff with the basketball, traveling from left to right. Fed inside to Sudman, who's twirled around and fouled by Grace Meyer. It'll be Myers first. Connor Sudman will go to the free throw line. Just 11 seconds in here to the second half. Sudman's free throw is good. So Connor Sudman with 13. Second one good as well. Sudman with 14. So the Mustangs have their first crack at points here in the second half. Mitchell to the free throw line for Sydney Hupp. Hupp feeds down low. Peppers open and will calmly bank it in from the side. Don't see that big piece of glass used all that often. But worked to perfection by Peppers. Deitzler hands to Carly, who comes around the wheel and gets it top of the key. Back over to Sudman in the corner. Businger up top. Deitzler with it. Deitzler at the free throw line. Nice bounce pass through heavy traffic to Sudman, who got behind the defense. Sudman's basket is good. Sudman now with 16. It's 45-36. Long three for Mitchell off the mark. Deitzler with a rebound, but then tied up. It'll be Morningside possession. A little bit of a conference here from the refereeing crew. Not sure what might be in dispute. I think we're good to go. Indeed we are. Inbounded to Peppers. Mitchell wants a three. Left side of the circle, top of the key. Buries it for her 14th point of the afternoon. Lead swells to 12. Sudman looking inside at Deitzler. She's really fighting for position now. Comes out to set a screen, and they're going to call her for an offensive foul. Really can't argue with it because she did extend her hands when she set that foul. Coach Power is going to argue his case, no doubt. Well, because he's the coach and that's what you're supposed to do, but that was a good call. Got to keep those arms straight. Mitchell for three in the corner, good. Sierra Mitchell with another one. She's got 17. Hot shooting of Mitchell continues. Some full court pressure. Slaughter trying to break it. Slaughter does. And an offensive foul now to Slaughter. That one I don't agree with as much. The last one, right on. That one, And a timeout by Briarcliff. With 7:59 to play in the third quarter, and the Mustang lead now sits at 51-36. Sierra Mitchell with a couple of threes here in the third quarter has helped Morningside extend that lead that was 11 at halftime. Connor Sudman has done the scoring for the Cliff. Men's basketball to follow. Number one and undefeated Morningside and the Cliff. just always fun when these two teams get together. On the men's side, it's been Morningside has won 4 in a row after Briarcliff won, in the last 10. Briarcliff won 6 in a row. Then Morningside's enjoying a 4-game winning streak. Morningside with a 51-40 edge in this series dating back to the 1973-74 season. On the women's side, 62-24. Morningside has the lead as nice cut towards the basket by Peppers. Will get her second third quarter basket. Morningside has won 9 out of the last 10 against the Charger ladies. Last season, Briarcliff upset Morningside 78-61 over at the Rosenverdorn Sports Center on Morningside's campus. 53-36, 7:20 to play, third quarter. Mustangs with the advantage. Ball loose for a moment. Hupp brings it in. Now Mitchell with it. Mitchell over to Peppers in the corner. Peppers throws it away. Slaughter with a nice steal. Slaughter takes the center of the floor. Now working right side, will be fouled. We'll go to Jordan Mosier. Her first and the team's second. So Peyton Slaughter, a 68% free throw shooter, will step up to shoot free throws. And it's good for Slaughter. She's got 6. Second one for Peyton Slaughter is good. She's got 7. 53-38. Kind of a slow-moving start here to the third quarter. Three-pointer left open up top. It rolls around again for Grace Meyer, but drops in. The 3 for Meyer. Makes it 56-38. And a foul coming to Deitzler, will be her second. Team's third of the quarter. 6.5 to go in the third. Another 3, looking right on up top for Meyer, off the mark. Put back, no good. Hupp with the offensive rebound, and then she's fouled. Let's see where that one goes. Dreckman. Dreckman's first. Team's fourth. Carly and Dreckman out. Sokolowski and Allen back in to join Sudman and Deitzler and Peyton Slaughter. Good perimeter movement for the Mustangs and a wide open 3 for Jordan Mosier. She buried it, then enjoyed it. Now Mosier with a steal. Mosier needs help, gets it. Meyer over to Sierra Mitchell. Mitchell starts a right side drive and backs it up beyond the arc. Peppers over to Mosier. Another 3 for Meyer, no good. Mitchell had the rebound pushed through her hands over to Mosier, whose shot is off the mark. And it's rebounded by the Chargers, trailing by 21, 59-38. Slaughter turns and drives. She'll dump it off. Sokolowski for 3. No good here on the near side. And Hupp with the rebound. Mosier, stutter steps, now drives. Hupp will drive. Hupp had it taken out of her hands and out of bounds. Slaughter got a hand on it. So the Mustangs will inbound to the far side of the basket. Larson, top of the key. Larson gets it back, open for 3, won't take it. Drives, throws it up at the rim, no good, fouled. Foul. Let's let him run a little bit. I mean, I understand you got to call these. No real way around it, but we'll see some running and gunning here. Free throw is good for Olivia Larson. She's got 3, all at the free throw line. Second one good for Larson. She hits both. Morningside has shot very well from the free throw line today. Ball batted out of bounds by Larson. We'll get those statistics when our stat website has unfortunately crashed, so I'll try to get that back up and running, because I'm not near talented enough to keep rebounds and assists and points off of turnover, I can tell you that much. Allen to Sokolowski. Sokolowski in the paint, stood up. Carly for 3, up top, good. Alyssa Carly for 3. 61-41. Little stutter step. Rodenberg now drives and puts it in. Right over the front of the rim, looking straight on. She just made her way to the front of the basket and really took what they gave her. Now a steal. Shot off the mark by Larson. Sudman pulls out the rebound. Lamprecht will take a dribble and find Carly. Carly to Connor Sudman. Lamprecht really trying for it inside as she and Hupp exchanged battles, vying for position. Well, they looked into Lamprecht, but overthrew it, threw everybody and out of bounds. Sarah Dreckman will come back into the game. Hastings now leads 52-47 over Northwestern. 3:11 to go in the third quarter of that one. It's 63-41 here. Briarcliff shooting 50%. Morningside a stitch better, 55% at 21 of 38. Good ball movement again by the Mustangs, but they've hit 10 of 20 from beyond the arc. Definitely the difference. Another 3, another one good for Tate Hansen. She's got 9 all beyond the arc. The 11th three-pointer of the afternoon for Morningside. Carly will be stopped on a drive, fouled by Rodenberg. Be a non-shooting foul, just the third whistle against the Mustangs. Sudman will inbound. Briarcliff 4 of 11 beyond the arc. Lamprecht will catch the inbounds play to Allen. Brianna Allen will dribble. She dribbles baseline, got herself pinned into the corner and then tried to turn baseline. Tate Hansen will pick up the foul, kind of slow things down again. So Sudman will inbound and goes up top for Lamprecht. Taylor drives, left side, laying good. Taylor Lamprecht, that's a nice play. Kind of saw an opening down the paint, took it, and finished it. That's the best part. Carly goes for the steal, gets it. Carly, right side lay-in, good for Alyssa Carly. Rodenberg did a nice job there defensively by not crashing the play, just putting down some heavy footsteps and making Carly do the job. Rodenberg will catch it. She'll try to make a nice basket of her own, no good. Put back, no good. And taken off the hands of Sudman by Hansen and out of bounds. Briarcliff will keep it. That'll allow the Mustangs to put some pressure in place. 66-45. Mustang lead. Allen will dribble for Briarcliff. Sudman, top of the key. She's got 16. Sierra Mitchell with 17. They both lead their respective clubs. Another catch by Lamprecht. And it looked like it was touched by a Mustang, which is where it was deflected, but they're going to say a Charger touched it, and honest to goodness, didn't see a Charger touch it. So it'll go to Morningside. Allen had kind of motioned as if she was going to make the play, but she thought the same thing, so the ball went out of bounds. But Mustangs basketball. Hansen, high arcing 3 in the corner, good. Tate Hansen, her 4th three-pointer of the game, and the Mustangs trying to run away and hide. 69-45. Morningside closing in on another 20-win season. Allen is standing at the free throw line. Now she'll use her dribble. Down to 8 on the shot clock. Pass intended for Carly in the far corner. Swatted out of bounds by Taylor Rodenberg. Businger, Deitzler, Slaughter, Sokolowski all back into the game. Allen will stay. Sokolowski catches the inbounds play. She'll use a dribble. 3 on the shot clock with 2. Slaughter, an off-balance 3, does not draw iron, and it's a shot clock violation. Technical foul given to Mike Power. He's not happy with the last couple of plays. I don't know, whatever. Is what it is. So we'll have some free throws on the other end. So it'll be Tate Hansen stepping up to the free throw line for a couple of free throws. And it's good for Hansen. Her first points inside the arc this afternoon. And she hits them both calmly. If the stats are correct, her first free throws of the season. Well, she hit them both. So Coach Sale knows, obviously, she's a very good free throw shooter. And maybe it's just because he doesn't get to see a whole lot of that. She's good beyond the arc. Rodenberg wants a 3. That's long from the corner. Rebound, Karams into the hands of Businger. 71-45, 90 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Businger, Sokolowski. Sokolowski's drive cut off by Rodenberg. Businger looks inside for Deitzler. Deitzler stood up by a double team, now shoots and scores in the end one coming from Madeline Deitzler. It'll be Pepper's third. The 5th team foul of the quarter. Shot off the mark. Mustangs get it. (71-47). .108 to play here in the third quarter. Foul to Allen, her second. Free throw is good for Tate Hansen. Put together a spectacular day off the bench now with 15 points. Make it 16. Ball loose on the floor. Allen lost it. Tied up by Hansen. And the possession arrow favors the Chargers. So they are able to keep it. But down 73-47 with 1:02 to go. So obviously running out of time. If they have the wherewithal for a big run, that might need to happen here pretty quick. Slaughter tried to force it to Deitzler through heavy traffic, stolen by Peppers. Hansen saves it in, pops it up over her head and in. Three-pointer, Peppers, top of the key, no good. Deitzler with the rebound. Sokolowski looks up, has Allen. Allen tries to step into a drive. It's Deitzler for 3 instead, good. Madeline Deitzler for 3. She's got 10. 73-50, shot clock is off, and Coach Sale says, hey, put on the brakes. What are we in a hurry for? So Larson will do some dribbling up top. Down to 10. Down to 5. Lob to the free throw line for Meyer. She'll shoot, no good. Follow-up putback, good, and an and one coming with 2 seconds on the clock. Sokolowski's first. Meyer with the basket. Free throw is good for Faith Meyer. She has 5. And as soon as the Chargers put it in play, that'll be the end of the third quarter. Through 3, Morningside 76 and Briarcliff 50. We'll take a brief pause here on the Chargers Sports Network. Fourth quarter on the way. Through 3 quarters at the Newman Flanagan Center, it's Morningside 76 and Briarcliff 50. Mustangs shooting 24-47 for 51%. Briarcliff 18 of 32 for 56%, but another 3 on the way by Sierra Mitchell, no good. Mitchell follows, gets her own rebound. Ball loose and picked up by Carly and the Chargers. Morningside 50% beyond the arc today. 12 of 24, Briarcliff 5 of 12. Mustangs have been spot on perfect at the free throw line, 16 of 16. Briarcliff 9 of 11 at the free throw line, good for 82%, so darn solid there as well. Rebounding advantage to Morningside, 24-14, but 10 of those 24 rebounds have been offensive rebounds. 20 assists, 8 turnovers, so plus 12 for the Mustangs. 9 assists, 16 turnovers, minus 7 for Briarcliff. Mitchell, the leading scorer from Morningside. Sudman, the leading scorer for the Chargers. Biggest lead of the day, 26 by the Stangs that they're enjoying right now. Three-pointer up top, Carly missed the mark, out of bounds, no good. Mustang basketball. Score's been tied twice. The lead changed hands 3 times. Biggest lead of the day for the Chargers was 6. Long 3, Sierra Mitchell just simply drained it from downtown. Beautiful follow through on the 3. Slaughter, coast to coast, off the window, no good, but a foul coming. The foul to Hupp, here first. So it'll be Slaughter at the free throw line. Free throw is good. Slaughter with 8. Hastings 65-58 over Northwestern with 7 minutes to go out in western Nebraska. Such a glorious drive out to Hastings, or not. Well, you get outside of Lincoln, there's nothing there. You start to wonder if there's life on Earth. Three-pointer on the way for Mosier, no good. Carly with the rebound. Slaughter left open for 3, no good. Rebounded by Mosier. Good attempt by Deitzler to poke it loose, but Mustangs retain possession with Meyer. Meyer shoots, no good. Meyer's put back, blocked down by Carly. Meyer pushes over to Mosier. Hupp will back in. She'll turn right, spin, and scores. Sydney Hupp. (81-52), 7:55 to play. And we've got a foul to Sydney Hupp. We'll have Rhett Ruley from Ruley Family Chiropractic on with us in between games today. Talking a little bit about the Mike Ruley Annual Bear Memorial. Over 3,000 teddy bears and stuffed animals have put into the hands of somebody to change their day, and that's a good deal. Sudman fadeaway jumper good, and an and one coming. Grace Meyer picks up her second. So if you're making your way here for the men's game, drop a teddy bear stuffed animal with the tags on it. You got a big drum right when you walk in today to the Newman Flanagan Center. That's up and available. And we'll give you ways that you can donate as well, because this has been an awesome cause over the last 5 years. Three-pointer on the way for Meyer, no good. Slaughter with a nice rebound in heavy traffic. Slaughter dribbles. She angles towards the right side of the lane. Lay in, no good. Rebounded by Grace Meyer of the Mustangs and fed ahead to Mitchell. Mitchell back to Jordan Mosier. 7:15 to go in the game. 81-55 Morningside. Three-pointer off the mark by Meyer at the top of the key. And Carly comes out with it. Slaughter and Carly play catch over to Sudman. Connor with 19 on the day for Briarcliff, above her 17 points per game average. Fed to Deitzler's turnaround jumper is good. Madeline Deitzler with 12. So it's 81-57. That Doan at Mount Marty today as Hupp backs in, had the ball taken out of her hands and pushed out. College of St. Mary, 38-37 over Jamestown at the end of three. Fed into Abby Drelling, who's fouled. They fouled a Dreckman, her second. Let's see, it's Concordia 41-39 over Dakota Wesleyan. A couple of teams poised for a nice tournament run. As are these Mustangs. It would surprise, well, probably no one to see half of the quarterfinal round of 8 in the NAIA tournament be GPAC teams again. Going to get a lot of them in, no doubt about that. Starting March 11th at the Tyson Event Center, closing in on a month away from the national tournament. It's crazy to think, but that's where we're at in the season already. Right elbow for Deitzler. Deitzler, jumper, free throw line, good with Hupp's hand in her face. Nice job by Deitzler with 14. It'll be March 11th through the 17th. Southeastern of Florida, the number one team in the country. They have taken a couple of losses this year, but are the number one team. They're 20-something and 2. They had a big win over Concordia around the holiday break that propelled them to number one as Hastings was ascending up the charts with their unbeaten record. Slaughter in for Carly. Southeastern made the national championship game, losing to Concordia last year. That's some of the same puzzle pieces in place. Blocked down by the Chargers. Slaughter comes out with it where she's fouled by Sydney Hupp. Her third. Line change for Coach Sale. Starters will go sit down. Well, a mix, I guess. Not all starters in that group that just went out. Peppers, the lone starter on the floor for Morningside right now. Sophia Peppers, who's got 8 today. 83-59 is your score. Morningside with the lead, and 5:45 to go in the contest. Another free throw line jumper for Deitzler, no good. Hit the front of the rim. Peppers traveled. She got the rebound, and Slaughter was just kind of trying to make it a little hard on her to get something done. And she coaxes her into the travel, but just the 9th turnover of the day for the Stangs. Slaughter leaves it off for Sudman at the top of the key. Allen cuts through traffic, sets a screen for Slaughter. Allen catches underneath, goes to the right side of the basket. Can't make it count, hit the bottom, just in a little too deep. Dreckman back to Allen in the corner. Crosses the court with the pass to Slaughter. Sudman feeds down to Deitzler, who has to back it up beyond the arc as she corrals it in to Sudman. Little drop step and a jumper, no good, well off the mark. Taylor Rodenberg with the rebound. Midway point here of the fourth quarter. 83-59, Mustangs in control. On a day that really they've done everything very efficiently and effectively, in a foul. Peyton Slaughter picks up her third, team's fourth. Larson over to Hansen, back to Larson, top of the key. Lobbed inside to Rodenberg, who muscles it up and in off the window. That's a tough post play. Taylor Rodenberg got it done nicely. 85-59, Slaughter steps in and gets all the way to the basket for a nice lay-in. Slaughter with 11. Just kind of high-stepped her way through traffic. Ball goes out of bounds. I think that one's going to be maybe turned over. The low referee on the play had indicated Morningside ball, but it was touched by a Mustang. Referees get it right. They've been pretty darn good today, so I mean, everybody's going to find something to complain about. I get that, but yeah, no, not a real need for that today. They've done their job and more or less stayed out of the way and whistled when they've had to. I mean, fouls are even. 17-16, Briarcliff has 17, Morningside has 16, so they're even. No big discrepancy or anything like that. It's been called very fairly both ways. Morningside's three-pointers, just the difference, man. 13 of them today. Tate Hansen picks up her third. Nobody with 4 fouls yet, so with 4 minutes to go, the coaches can pretty much do whatever they want to do. Free throw for Allen is good. Brianna Allen now has 4. Our One-Eyed Jacks postgame show will come up after this one, where we'll give you all the stats and give you some scores from around the G-Pack and some games we're paying attention to. Hastings looking to remain unbeaten with a win over Northwestern today. The Red Raiders out at Len Farrell Arena on the campus of Hastings College. Hansen looked at an opening for 3, but threw it away. Dreckman with a steal. Dreckman zigzags through traffic, left side, lay-in good for Sarah Dreckman. And it's 85-65, 3:29 to go. Kagan Held set to come in for Briarcliff for the next opportunity. Rodenberg's turnaround jumper rolls over the back square and no good. Sudman with the rebound. Sudman, 19 points, 6 rebounds. Allen in the triple threat position. Can go any way from there, but passes out of it. Dreckman to Sudman, free throw line. Sudman's defender lagged just a bit. Her shot, though, is off the mark and rebounded by Taylor Rodenberg. 20-point Mustang lead with 2:45 to play. Rodenberg and the Mustangs feed the corner with Hansen, looking inside for Peppers. Peppers back out to Hansen for 3, no good. Taylor Lamprecht with her first rebound of the game. Taylor continues her dribble and gives it up at the free throw line over to Sudman. Allen will dribble. Allen drives left when she's cut off by Peppers. Sudman into the paint, throws it up and over her head, no good. So 2 minutes to play. Bounced into Rodenberg. She works her way deeper into the paint by the basket, scores from underneath, and it's good. Coach Jamie Sale had his a mixed group, but mostly his starting five at the scores table. And with a minute 57 left, he told all his starters, turn around and go sit down. You're fine. You've done your job today. Enjoy the rest of this one. So we'll pick up the names of the players now in the ball game for the Mustangs as they touch the ball and become part of the action. Free throw is off the mark. No good for Rodenberg. Addie Clayton in the ball game, Sioux City native out of West High School. A 5'8" sophomore. She guards, Kagan held, backdoor cut for Lamprecht. Lamprecht in underneath, will wait a minute, tried to get some contact, no contact came, wasn't able to make it. Now a jump ball. Amanda Ward into the Morningside lineup as Rodenberg will sit. Bounced into Held with 90 seconds to play. Lamprecht drives baseline, and let's see, we have a foul. I believe that'll go to Madison Heron. It'll be her first. Taylor Lamprecht at the free throw line. Free throw is good for Taylor. Second one for Taylor, off the mark, no good. Pushed out of bounds. I'll say Shannon Sokolowski put it there. Sadie Roth into the lineup, a 6-foot-tall freshman from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. 87-66. Carissa Powell in the paint, gets the basketball. Powell, a South Sioux native, and gets the basket. Former South Sioux City Cardinal. That's 91-66. Dreckman near corner, up top for Sokolowski. She bounces into Lamprecht, who's got a basket. Another nice move by Taylor Lamprecht. Put together a 7-point day off the bench. 91-68. Unfortunately, the Chargers just won't have enough here today, but they are playing a top 10 team against the Morningside Mustangs here. Nice little pass down to Roth, and it's good. Kagan held on the drive. She'll get it to spin in off the window. Three-pointer coming far side, no good. Amanda Ward missed. Rebounded, put back into the hands of Ward, over to Roth. Loose on the deck. Dreckman will pick it up with 10 seconds left. Held, shoots at the buzzer, and gets the roll. That basket will count. Kagan Held with the bucket. What the final score is Morningside at 91 and Briarcliff 72. We'll run down all the stats for you here in just a sec as we get them added up for you. In our One-Eyed Jacks post-game report, remember, before or after any contest here at the Newman Flanagan Center, make your way to One-Eyed Jacks or half-price appetizers. Morningside improves to 19-6. 13-4 in the GPAC. Chargers fall to 7-17, 4-12 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. For Briarcliff today, they were led by Connor Subin with 19, Madeline Deitzler with 14, Peyton Slaughter with 11, Alyssa Carley with 8, Taylor Lamprecht with 7, Brianna Allen with 5, Sarah Dreckman with 4, Kagan Held with 4. For the Mustangs, 3 double-digit scores. Sierra Mitchell with 20, Tate Hansen with 16 off the bench, and Sydney Hupp with 11. Taylor Rodenberg with 8, Sophia Peppers with 8, Grace Meyer with 6, Olivia Larson and Abby Drelling with 4 each, Jordan Mosier with 3, Sadie Roth with 2, Carissa Powell with 2. Morningside shot 46% on 30 of 65. They were 13 of 31 from beyond the arc and 18 of 19 at the free throw line today. Briarcliff shot 53% on 23 of 49, or 26 of 49, sorry. Free throw line 15 of 18. They were out rebounded 37 to 24. Morningside with a heavy rebounding advantage. 13 assists, 16 turnovers for Briarcliff. 25 assists, 12 turnovers for Morningside. 9 steals for the Chargers, 7 for the Mustangs. Bench scoring 43 to 20 in favor of Morningside. Points in the paint 28-26 in favor of Morningside. Second chance points 14 to nothing, and points off of turnover 11 to 2. So the final score here from the Newman Flanagan Center is Morningside 91 and Briarcliff 72. We'll take a brief timeout, and we'll come back with... No, we won't. Never mind. He's here. He snuck up behind me. I knew you were coming. I knew you were on your way, Mr. Rulli. And you were Rhett Rulli Family Chiropractic, but we'll obviously give your business plenty of pumps today. But here on behalf of something very near and dear to you, and something that I, in the line of media work, I put it this way, that whenever we can tell a story about something good, we do it.
That's right.
And not only the fact that you're a heavily involved with Briarcliff Athletics and Briarcliff University, but with the Mike Rulli annual Bear Memorial. And Red, tell us a little bit about it, why it came about, how it came about, and what the vision is each and every year.
Sure, that's a big question. Thank you. So it's been going on now for the past 6 years, and really it came about from toward the end of my dad's time on this earth. When he was in the hospital, one of the things that he would do would, of course, walk laps. He wanted to keep his strength up as much as possible. That's about all the exercise he could do at that point. And while he didn't like to see anybody suffering, he absolutely hated seeing the kids that were going through the exact same stuff he was going through. And so shortly after his passing, my mom had decided that actually at his funeral, in lieu of flowers or donations, to bring a teddy bear to be donated to a child in need. And from there, it's kind of morphed into what it is today. And what that amounts to is the Mike Rulli annual bear drive. Of course, you can bring teddy bears or any stuffed animal.
Sure.
They just need to be new with tags on. And those go to a variety of different agencies and different individuals throughout Siouxland. Of course, the hospitals get them for any kids that are really sick, or potentially their parents are really sick, and those kids get those stuffed animals too. Also, kids that have had things like house fires.
Sure.
Police officers even carry them to some domestic abuse situations and give kids a little bit of comfort that way too. So there's a whole variety of different agencies that are able to benefit, and of course everybody in Siouxland can benefit as a result.
And I know that for folks that might be watching this that maybe aren't making it to the Newman Flanagan Center today for whatever reason, it doesn't matter, but they want to be a part of it as well. You have some drop-off locations, and this is going to go all month.
Absolutely. Yep. This is the kickoff here, of course, of the Morningside Briarcliff basketball game. But like you said, there's 5 different drop-off locations, and anytime this month, feel free to bring the teddy bear or any stuffed animal by, and we'll be happy to get those into the right places.
The drop-off locations include Rulli Family Chiropractic at 3215 Gordon Drive, Siouxland Center for Active Generations, Boy Scouts of America, Bishop Heelan Catholic High School, and Physical Dizziness and Balance Center. I should go there.
There you go.
I have no balance whatsoever.
I'll get you a business card for it.
I can't do it. I don't know what the deal is. But, Rhett, you also have Rulli Family Chiropractic, obviously, so the healthcare field and keeping people obviously smiling with a teddy bear or a stuffed animal, but keeping people health, with the best of health and physical fitness. And if you got those aches and pains, I woke up this morning, I had a great night's sleep, but we all have those morning sounds.
Too great of a night, right?
So that's where you come in, and keeping the spine in line and keeping your body in line. It's something we don't think a lot about every day because we go through our everyday life routines, and then, okay, well, let's see, this is a true story. Actually, I fell on the ice about a month ago, and it hurts, right?
Yep.
And maybe it doesn't hurt right away, and then it starts to hurt a little more every day. Before you know it, you're no, what did I do? And then you realize you fell. But what you're not doing is that we maintain everything around us. We maintain our stupid cell phones and our cars. Mm-hmm. We're not the best at maintaining our bodies.
Exactly. That's really key. Taking care of your body, because you only get one of that. You've had how many cell phones already, how many vehicles already, but only one body. So better
upgrade
take care
every
of it.
2 years,
exactly.
Just like everybody else. But that's where a visit to your office can, if you do have that fall, you can help diagnose where the problem area might be, because I think what some people maybe fail to realize is the fact that, let's say you fell and you hit your neck. Well, there's a lot of nerve endings around your neck, and they go a lot of different places.
Exactly. Yeah, they go all over the body. That's exactly right. Yep.
you don't really think about that all the time, that, my neck hurts, but why is the lower right side of my leg hurting?
Yep.
Or, why is this muscle hurting? But there is so much with the spine and with the body that keeping it in line and keeping that health in mind goes a long way with everyday life and anything you're trying to do.
Exactly. Absolutely. And as you mentioned a couple times there, maintaining is the key. Obviously, you've got bumps along the road, but making sure you maintain your body, you're going to get over those bumps a lot quicker.
And your office, how do we get a hold of you and find you?
You can just walk in the door and we can chat. So 3215 Gordon Drive. I'm in the same strip mall as Hy-Vee. If you prefer to give me a call, the office phone number is, of course, 712-224-3949. Or you can always go online at Ruehle, R-U-E-H-L-E, Chiro, CHIRO.com.
And for the Mike Ruehle annual Bear Memorial, if you want more information, I know that Kevin put it up on the Charger website at BCUchargers.com. If you click on that, it clicks up, I believe, the flyer I'm looking at here.
I believe so.
That will give you plenty of information with drop-off locations and such. But, Brett, this is a really cool deal, and you can talk to probably everybody in this gym, and there's nobody that hasn't been touched by cancer in some way, shape, or form, be it an immediate family member or a friend or a colleague or whatever it may be. And I think the biggest thing that you're doing here is reminding people that they're not alone in their fight, in their battle, and in their everyday life. That, hey, here's what some people think is so simple as a stuffed animal. It goes a real long way, and I think that's really neat.
Absolutely. You said it perfect. You've done this before.
I have. Yes, I have. But no, credit goes to you, because you and your family, because I think it's a really cool way to keep the legacy of your dad and the smiles that your dad brought to you and your family, that you're able to pass that forward and pass it along. And so I tip of the cap to you. I think it's awesome.
Absolutely. We're happy to do it.
Rhett Ruehle from Ruehle Family Chiropractic, and you'll be here for the men's game, right?
Of course.
Look you up while you're here.
Sounds good.
And otherwise, walk into Rhett's office on Gordon Drive and get yourself aligned and maintained, but also to drop a teddy bear or stuffed animal off. Rhett, always appreciate talking to you, and let's see if we can't get the Chargers a win today.
Absolutely. Sounds good.
You betcha. It's the One-Eyed Jacks postgame report here on the Charger Sports Network at BCUchargers.com. We'll take a break. We'll gather our thoughts and turn the switch over to men's basketball. Number 1 Morningside against Briarcliff coming up next. And welcome back to the Newman Flanagan Center on the campus of Briarcliff University. I'm Justin Barker with you for men's basketball portion of our doubleheader today. It's the Chargers taking on the Morningside Mustangs, who bring in a 23-game winning streak, a gaudy 15-0 record in the GPAC, and the number one ranking in NAIA men's Division II basketball. For Coach Jim Sykes and company, they've obviously navigated their way to 23 consecutive victories with 5 more on the regular season schedule, but every stop tough for the Mustangs, because when you wear that number one ranking in the country, you know that you're going to get the other team's best each and every night, and they've weathered that storm, and they have done it well. Over the last couple of weeks for Morningside, they beat Dort, Concordia, Mount Marty, and Hastings. A win at Lynn Farrell Arena on Wednesday was 81-70, so they bring in the momentum of that game into this afternoon's activity. For Coach Mark Svigera and the Chargers, recently snapped a 6-game losing streak on Wednesday over number 17 Mount Marty, 190. Jackson Lamb with 54 points to help fuel the victory for the Chargers, who come in 12-12 and 3-11 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Over the last 10 of this one, Briarcliff in the last 10. Morningside has won 4 in a row. Before that, it was 6 in a row for the Cliffs. So, with that in mind, it's a couple of streaks that have been enjoyed by both of these teams of late. Morningside holds the edge 51-40 in the overall series with these two teams. So we close in on opening tip-off. Time to take a look at our starting lineups for Briarcliff and Morningside. A couple of veteran head coaches. Jim Sykes been around Morningside for quite some time and has enjoyed a lot of success. His team will wear maroon this afternoon, top to bottom. And the starting lineup is as follows. For Coach Jim Sykes, Trent Miller, the assistant. Morningside written across the front in writing that some people might not be able to read. It's cursive writing. I don't know if they learn that anymore in school. I've heard they don't. I'm still a cursive writer myself. Anyway, has no bearing on the starting lineup, I get that. For Jim Sykes and the Mustangs, number 12 is Zach Immig, a 6'3 junior from Gretna, Nebraska. Will Potabom wears number 14, a 6'2" freshman guard out of Lamar's, Iowa. Terrific athlete, former Bulldog. Alex Borchers wears number 22. He's a 5'10 senior from South Sioux City, Nebraska. Matt Hahn wears number 24, a 6'3 senior forward from Fremont, Nebraska. And Tyler Borchers, another former Lamar's Community Bulldog, a 6'7" senior center, wearing number 33. Tyler Borchers, the leading scorer for the Mustangs, 16.9 points per game. Zach Immig at 12.8. And Alex Borchers at 11.3. Mustangs average 83.3 points per game and give up 65.6. Meanwhile, for your Briarcliff Chargers and head coach Mark Svigera, his starting lineup is as follows. Number 10 is Jaden Klein Hesselink. Klein Hesselink, a 6'2 sophomore from Sheldon, Iowa. Ethan Friedel, number 22, 6-foot-tall junior guard from T, South Dakota. Jackson Lamb wears number 23, the sharpshooter, 6'4 senior out of Greenfield, Iowa. Nick Hoyt wears number 24. Hoyt, a 5'11 freshman from Harrisburg, South Dakota. And big Austin Roman, 6'8 junior, Pocahontas, Iowa. He wears number 25 and rounds out the starting lineup for Coach Mark Svigera. Jackson Lamb, 22.9 points per game. Ethan Friedel at 14.6. Klein Hesselink at 11.6. And Austin Roman at 10.1 points per game for the Chargers, who average 87.5 points per contest. Briarcliff giving up 83.7 on the season. Jackson Lamb, one of the national scoring leaders in NAIA men's Division II basketball, having put together a fantastic senior season. He'll have some postseason attention coming his way after what he's done here, no doubt about it. But it's the highly decorated Morningside Mustangs right now who's got the attention of the Chargers as the starting lineups being announced here inside the Newman Flanagan Center. Again, I'm Justin Barker. Glad to have you. Appreciate you carving out time in your busy schedules to hang out with us. Lamb, the 5th leading scorer nationally, but 10 points behind the leader, Justin Martin, from Multnomah, Oregon, 33.6 points per game. Mark Gordon out of Kaiser at 28.7 a game. Blake Smith from Alice Lloyd at 27.4 points per game. And Kyle Mangus out of Indiana Wesleyan averages 27 a game. So Jackson Lamb coming in under that at officially 24.7 points per game. So there we go. Time for basketball here at the Newman Flanagan Center. Again, glad you could join us. 24.7 points per game for Lamb. I don't know which ones I printed out, but so be it. Opening tip controlled by the Chargers and Jaden Klein-Hesselink. Put it into the hands of Nick Hoyt. It's number 1 Morningside and Briar Cliff here in Great Plains Athletic Conference basketball. Lamb with a fresh haircut. High and tight for Jackson Lamb. Got a foul on the play. Friedel trying to come off a screen, fouled. It'll go to Alex Borchers, his first, team's first. Roteman swings it over to Ethan Friedel. Friedel wants a 3, and he's going to be fouled on the 3 by Zach Immig. That'll be three free throws for Ethan Friedel, who's a 77% free throw shooter on the season. So just 19 seconds in. And Friedel already shooting free throws here. He'll have 2 more. One of 2 for Friedel so far. But officially the scoring underway. Second one for Ethan Friedel is good. So 2-0 Briar Cliff. Alex Borchers calls for it far side. He gave it away into Tyler Borchers. Little drop step. Ooh, blocked by Roteman, but they're going to call a foul to Austin Roteman. So they're going to call it tight. That's something that both coaches will have to keep at the forefront of their minds. 3 early fouls in the first 29 seconds of the game will kind of set the tone here. Tyler Borchers' free throw is good. He's a 63% free throw shooter. Terrific high school career at Lamar's. Second one is good, and he's definitely carried that over to Morningside. Ton of local talent here today, and that's absolutely awesome. Just about everybody in these rosters within about a 2.5 hour bubble. Klein-Hesselink has to save it in, falling out of bounds. It's tipped up in the air and saved in from Potabom over to Immig. Tied at 2. Immig drives and cuts through traffic. He'll punch it out over to Matt Hahn. Borchers gives it back to Hahn. Hahn spins into the paint, cut off nicely. Ball goes through the hands of Potabom, but it was touched by Jackson Lamb and out of bounds. So the Mustangs will have the basketball with 14 on the shot clock. Less than a minute gone, but tied at 2. Top side for Matt Hahn, who gets a Borchers screen. He'll shoot from the free throw line, no good. Friedel in the near corner runs down the rebound. Lamb up top. Lamb knowing he's going to get the pressure of the defense all day long. Hoyt back to Lamb. Lamb might have to work an extra step faster as he floats it up by the rim. No good. Tyler Borchers with the rebound. But knowing full well the attention is coming his way. After you go off for 54, it kind of tends to happen. Alex Borchers for 3 up top. Mustangs 5-2. Alex was terrific. Terrific athlete at South Sioux. Made his way to the University of South Dakota for track and field, and then transferred back to Morningside to play basketball. Roteman for 3. Good! Big Austin Roteman for 3. Tied at 5. It's Alex Borchers on the dribble. Memory serves, I think he was a terrific baseball player too. Borchers underneath the basket gets a lay-in. Just one of those athletes good at everything. I never had that problem. 7-5, 17:35 to play in the first half. Nice cut by Jackson Lamb, flipped in by Austin Roteman. So Lamb's first bucket of the game. Ties the game at 7. Hahn pushes into the corner. Alex Borchers back up top for Hahn. Hahn, nice bounce pass to Tyler Borchers, who steps his way right to the front of the rim for a lay-in. And he's going to be a problem for the Charger defense all day. Not saying anything that they didn't know already. Roteman holds the basketball. Gets rid of it. Now to Lamb. Lamb cuts through, drives off to Klein Hesselink in the corner for 3. Good! Jaden Klein Hesselink for 3, and it's 10-9 BCU. The role players are going to have to be big today. Starting fives are going to have to score a lot of points. Up top for Imig. Imig on the drive, brings the ball in, misses, shoots on the putback and scores. Kind of had the ball a little far away from his body, but was able to bring it back in nicely. 11-10. Klein Hesselink bounces for Hoyt. Hoyt for 3, no good. One and done for the Cliff as Imig clears the rebound. Team's got a lot of experience to the Mustangs. Their junior and senior laden lineup has earned their way to the number 1 spot. Ball batted down by Roteman. Stolen back by Borchers, lay in good. Absolutely love the noise in the Newman Flanagan Center today. Packed to the rafters and standing around the railings. That's how this rivalry should be watched. 13-10, Friedel up top for 3. He'll tie it up. Both teams came out to play. As anticipated, Hahn will drive. He'll stop and shoot over Roteman, no good. Lamb clears the rebound. Lamb works his way to the left elbow. He'll pump it into the corner for Hoyt. Up top, it's Klein Hesselink who gets a screen from Lamb. Klein Hesselink drives. Little baseline jumper goes for Jaden Klein Hesselink. 15-13. Imig will put it into the hands of Hahn up top. To Potabom. Potabom drives, little fadeaway jumper, no good. Austin Roteman with the rebound. As Klein Hesselink works the near sideline, high post. Roteman wants a 3. Good! Couple of threes for the big guy, Austin Roteman. 18-13, Briar Cliff. Both teams playing very poised. Not a lot of emotion right now, just doing what they're supposed to do, making their plays and their passes. As the ball hit the top of the backboard, that's normally out of bounds, I thought, but maybe not. No, it didn't hit the, I guess it didn't hit the shot clock. That's normally when they call it dead. 3-pointer for Imig. Good. Zach Imig. He's got 5. 18-16. A bunch of the players kind of stopped anticipating a whistle there, but play through. That's all right. Like I was saying, though, both of these teams playing well within themselves, of not allowing the emotions of the early start of the contest to really catch up. Klein Hesselink for 3. Good! Klein Hesselink with 8. Both being very patient, making an extra pass and getting an open shot. Both teams shooting very well. Fed into Borchers. Borchers, little turnaround baby hook, no good, off the front of the rim. Defended well by Roteman. 13:30 to play in the first half, thrown away by Friedel. Lamb tries to get it back, but Borchers Dribbles his way into the front court. He continues to the low block. He hits the trailer. Borchers, who they're going to call Rotman with a block foul. That'll be his second. That's a big one for the Cliff. Could have went either way, but Will Johnson into the lineup for the Briarcliff Chargers, a 5'11 junior from Harrisburg, and also in Cody Hicks, 6'5 freshman. So Hicks will draw the assignment of Borchers, and that can't be fun. He's going to have to do it. See how the young freshman can step up here. 21-18, Borchers set at the free throw line. He'll put a big spin on the basketball. Free throw is good, kind of a line drive, but he gets it to go, and he's got 9. Borchers will take a break. Trey Brown in for the Mustangs, 6'6 junior from Gretna, Nebraska. Some pressure by the Mustang men. Johnson squirts loose. He'll get it. He'll bring it up the floor. Johnson leaves it off for Friedel. Friedel looking to cut through traffic. Pinballs his way towards the top of the key, but not enough to continue that drive. Johnson feeds it down to Hicks. Hicks backs in with a dribble out to Lamb. Lamb tries to cut through a double team and traveled. Got into some heavy traffic. They left him no room. 21-19, 13 minutes to play here in the first half. Mustangs with a basketball. They trail it by 2. Brown was looking to go through the paint to the cutter, Immig, and it's out of bounds. But last touch by a Charger. Brown hands it off. Immig drives, he backs in, now pumps it out far side. Three-pointer good for Ben Hoskins, who just checked in. 6'5 senior from Wayne, America. 22-21. Klein Hesselink has it left wing, looking for the backdoor cut. Lamb, that's closed. Johnson up top. Johnson, nice bounce pass through traffic to Lamb, who's got the lay-in. Good cut by Lamb without the basketball. And it's 23-22. Hahn to Hoskins up top, another 3. Ben Hoskins back-to-back threes. 25-23. Mustangs outscoring opponents by an average of 18 points a game. Friedel wants a 3, no good. Klein Hesselink had the rebound go through his hands. He pushed it right toward a Mustang who will come out with a basketball. Hoskins to Immig, near side for Hahn, back over to Hoskins. Out of Will Potabom. Potabom drives left side, up by the hoop, blocked away by Cody Hicks. Another big block by the freshman. Nick Hoyt and Connor Groves into the lineup. Groves in for the first time today, 6'1 freshman from Sergeant Bluff. Inbounds play for the Stangs, goes up top. Hoskins bounces to Trey Brown. Immig back out to Hahn. Hahn feeds the corner for Potabom for 3, no good. Rebound to Jaden Klein Hesselink. Klein Hesselink into the corner. Hoyt for 3, good. Nick Hoyt. The 6th three-pointer of the afternoon for Briarcliff. Back up by 1. 26-25. Hoyt gets the steal and saves it into Klein Hesselink, who outlets far side for Lamb. Lamb with a long 3. No good off the front of the rim. Rebound to Will Potabom. Nobody really around Potabom to challenge him for the rebound, so he brings it in. The Mustangs have it in the offensive zone. Immig and Potabom play catch. Hahn puts it back into the hands of Potabom. Back up top. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Off the fingers of Hahn. Run down by Jackson Lamb. Lamb across the half-court stripe. He wants to drive to the low block. Pumps it out to Groves for a long three. Good, Connor Groves. 29-25 midway point here in the first half. Teams have definitely settled in, and Lamb now pops Imig, and that'll be Jackson's first. Team's third. 3 Mustangs into the lineup. Tristan Cummins, a 6'5 senior from Ankeny. Tyler Borchers back in, and Alex Borchers back in. Tony Bonner back in, or into the lineup for the first time today for the Chargers. Bonner, a 6'8 senior from Council Bluffs, Abraham Lincoln. CBAL, the Lynx, top of the Missouri River Activity Conference this year. They're unbeaten in conference play. Alex Borchers, free throw line jumper, left short, off the front of the rim, no good. Connor Groves with a rebound. Groves feeds to Friedel. Friedel to Jackson Lamb, top of the key. Lamb spins into the paint. Dumps it off to Bonner, whose lane is good. Tony Bonner right underneath. 31-25. Hoskins to Hahn into Borchers. Borchers makes his move on Bonner, who bodies him up and can't get the roll. Lamb with a rebound. That's what Bonner's going to have to do. Just put a body on the big guy and throw him off as much as you can without fouling. Lamb for 3 up top. Good. Jackson Lamb. Timeout on the floor. It's 34-25 at Briar Cliff with 9:16 to play in the first half. Chargers getting good production from beyond the arc today. 7 of 10 at beyond the arc for Briar Cliff. So it's 34-25 here at the Newman Flanagan Center. Lamb with 7 now following that three-point make, but Klein Hesselink has 8 that leads the Chargers. So Morningside will bring it up the length of the floor, put the ball back in play for the Mustangs. Alex Borchers down to Tyler. Tyler draws in the double team and throws far side. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound loose in traffic to Tyler Borchers. He makes a strong move and then blocked by Bonner. And a foul call against Tony Bonner, which will be his first and the team's 4th. Borchers' free throw is in and out, no good. Second one on the way for Tyler Borchers, and that one is good. 10 now for Tyler Borchers. 34-26. Hoyt hustles it up for the Chargers. Being guarded by Cummins. Hoyt continues off a screen. And a foul coming. I believe it'll go to Tristan. No, it will not go to Tristan Cummins. It'll go to Mick Williams. No, that can't be the right number. So he's not out there. It does go to Cummins. His first, team's third, with 8:43 to go in the first half. Bonner will collect it near the half-court stripe and take a few dribbles towards the top of the key. He'll hand to Lamb. Lamb for 3. Good. Jackson Lamb for 3. Lamb with 10. 37-26 Briar Cliff. Good movement by the Mustangs around the perimeter. Hahn cut off, baseline by Hoyt. It'll go back up top. Now Hahn will pitch it far side for Borchers, down to Tyler Borchers. Tyler hits the cutter, and that's just terrible. A terrible miss by the referees. Not even, yeah, that's just terrible. Cummins with a basket. That part not terrible, but the missed call is something you just cannot have. Lamb wants a long three. Good, Jackson Lamb. Lamb with 13, 40-28. Hahn takes a look, cut off by Friedel. Fed into Tyler Borchers. He draws in the double team. Jake Carley there to help out as well. Hahn wants a three, no good. Rebound through Borchers' hands, out of bounds, should go to the cliff, and it does. Zach Immig into the contest for Morningside. 40-28, 7:30 to play in the first half. Hoyt bounces down to Tony Bonner. Bonner has his dribble. He uses it as he backs in Borchers. Bonner gets around Borchers. Can't get it up and over the front of the rim, but a heck of a move with Borchers and Bonner playing just stand up right there on both of them. Now Tyler Borchers looks for his chance, but he fires it across the court. Hoskins for three, left open and good. He's got 3 3-pointers. Nearly 50% free throw shooter on the season, 48.5. He's got 3 here in the first half. Carley will leave it off for Lamb. Lamb swatted at. Lamb lost the handle. Borchers takes it off of his hands. 9-point lead for Briarcliff as Hahn streaks up the floor. Hoskins drives and gets to the elbow where he stopped. Tyler Borchers for 3 up top, no good. Ball batted around. Jake Carley with a rebound for Briarcliff. He'll slow it down and give it over to Nick Hoyt. 6:25 to go. Here in the first, 40-31. Briarcliff has the lead. Lamb with the basketball. Lamb with a long, high arcing three, no good. Rebound, pushed around, saved in by Alex Borchers. Immig driving out to Hoskins for 3. Good. Boy, he's a good shooter from out there. 4th 3-pointer for Hoskins, and a timeout on the floor with 6:02 to go in the first half. A full timeout by Coach Marks Figuera. We'll take it with him. Briarcliff 40, Morningside 30. Back in a second here on the Charger Sports Network at BCUChargers.com. .602 to play here in the first half of the Newman Flanagan Center. Briarcliff 40, Morningside 34. Men's volleyball team fell to number 4 Missouri Baptist today, 3-1. Morningside women, a big win earlier today, 91-72 over the Chargers. Now the sole focus on the number 1 team in the country and trying to upset them for Coach Figuera and the Chargers. Groves to Bonner, back to Groves. At the free throw line, Groves got his defender to over-pursue, then stops, shoots, and scores. Nice play by Connor Groves. 42-34. Tyler Borchers sets the screen up top, but Groves fights through it. Hahn continues with the dribble, down to 15 on the shot clock. Hoskins has the dribble. He's hit 4 3-pointers today. Immig backs in, looking for Hoskins. They find him. Borchers, step back 3, no good. Raises the front of the rim, falls straight down into the hands of Connor Groves. Klein Hesselink dribbles into the corner, back up top for Groves. Groves starts a drive, looking inside, fades away as he flips it up towards the rim, no good. Hahn starts a drive, but was fouled way up top. Just waiting to see who the foul was on. It'll be Klein Hesselink, his first, team's fifth. So the inbounds play will come to Borchers at the free throw line, fed right back inside. Good move. Trey Powers with the basket. (42-36). Hoyt goes off a screen from Friedel, back to Friedel. Friedel into traffic, draws in Borchers for the foul. Borchers first, team's fourth. (42-36) with 4:28 to play. Friedel at the free throw line. Friedel, no good. Oh, it rolled all the way around and then popped out. Lamb in for Hoyt. Matt Hahn back in the lineup for the Mustangs to place to Trey Powers. Quinn Vesey into the lineup for the Chargers in place of Connor Groves. 43-36. Hahn pushes near side. Alex Borchers now to Tyler Borchers. Borchers backs in on Bonner. Cut off nicely. Out to Imig for three. No good. Rebound high pointed by Hahn. And a basket good for the Mustangs. (43-38). Fed inside to Bonner, no good. Klein Essling's putback, no good. Lamb goes for the steal, can't get it. Hoskins turns, goes to the bucket where he's cut off. Entry, bounce down to Imig. Way back up top, 15 on the shot clock. Tyler Borchers looks to hand to Alex, does so. Alex Borchers off the dribble, free throw line, jumper, good for Alex Borchers. He's got 7. Back to a 3-point game, 43-40. Friedel, top of the key, starts a drive, cut off at the block. VC with it. Over to Jackson Lamb. Lamb tried to step back. Now he does step back. Fire for three. Missed everything out of bounds. Turnover to the Mustangs. Cody Hicks back in the lineup. Just under 3 minutes to play in the first half. 43-40. And we got a foul really before the play even develops, so it'll go to Cody Hicks. Team 6th, so not shooting just yet. It'll be thrown in up top for Hahn and fed right back down to Borchers. Borchers turns, shoots over Hicks, shot no good. Ball pushed into the corner. Alex Borchers will save it in way up top for Hahn. Fed down to a wide open shooter, Zach Imig on the baseline, good. Just a lot happening there in the Charger defense. Got sucked up top around where the ball had been saved back into. 43-42. Klein Hesselink over to VC. VC drives right baseline. VC to the bucket. He'll be fouled there. Believed by Hoskins. Will be to Ben Hoskins. Team's 5th. Free throw is good for Quinn Vesey. Will Potabom back in for the Mustangs. Second one is spot on for VC, hits both. 45-42. Fed down to Borchers. Borchers makes his move, slide steps through the paint. They're going to call a foul on Hicks. His second. Team's seventh, so Tony Bonner will check back in. Borchers free throw, doinks off the front of the rim, no good. Puts a lot of spin on the basketball. Klein Hesselink picks up his dribble and needs help. Nobody coming to help him at all. He's got to call a timeout. Just nobody moving without the basketball to come help him. And obviously that's a problem. So a timeout on the floor with 1:49 to play. Here in the first half, 45-42. Briarcliff shooting 15 of 26 for 58%. Morningside 15 of 31 for 48.4%. Beyond the arc, Morningside 6 of 13, Briarcliff 10 of 16. Free throws pretty even, 4 of 6 for Morningside, 5 of 7 for Briarcliff. Rebounds dead even, tied at 14. Briarcliff plus 5, 10 assists, 5 turnovers. Morningside plus 10, 12 assists, 2 turnovers. So both teams taking care of the basketball pretty darn well. Friedel open for three. He'll fire. No good. Rebound goes through a bunch of hands and out to Klein Hesselink beyond the arc. Bonner comes to set a screen for him, but Klein Hesselink took a few dribbles. VC underneath to Bonner. Bonner makes a move, backing in Borchers. Bonner shoots and scores! Tony Bonner. Thought maybe that ball had the potential to pop back out of the cylinder. 47-42. Imig holds. Now he'll use his dribble. Borchers to Potabom and down to Tyler Borchers. Tyler backs in, hooks over Bonner, no good. Rebound to Klein Hesselink, ball loose on the deck. Mustangs will have a timeout. Will Potabom did a great job of covering up the basketball and calling timeout. He had absolutely nowhere to go, so that is the best play to make. And he did quickly, so there is a timeout on the floor with 1:02 to play in the first half. 47-42. Ben Hoskins, leading scorer for Morningside. He came in averaging 6.8 points per game. Already got 12 today. Hit 4 3-pointers. Briarcliff being led by Jackson Lamb with 13. So 1:02 to go here in the first half. Mustang basketball following the timeout. Inbounds play to Alex Borchers. He fires immediately for three. No good. Jackson Lamb with a rebound. Lamb hustles up the floor. Lamb looking to go the distance. Lamb does and scores. Nice drive by Jackson Lamb, coast to coast. 49-42. 45 seconds to go. Tyler Borchers gets the entry pass, moves, reverse lay-in over Bonner, no good. Jackson Lamb with the rebound again. This time he slows it up, twirls around, finds Ethan Friedel. Friedel top of the key. Left elbow, jumper, no good. Rebounded by Zach Imig. Imig's third rebound of the day to go along with 9 points. Shot clock is off. Mustangs can use it all if they want to. to take the final shot of the half, but Chargers are going to have the halftime lead. Imig on the drive, cut off by Bonner out to Borchers. Little mid-range jumper, top of the key, no good. Friedel cuts through traffic, heaves it at half court. That'll be the end of the first half, with Briarcliff leading 49-42 over the top-ranked Morningside Mustangs. We'll add up some stats, collect it all, get it together for you for the Square Tire halftime report coming up next. Square Tire, 2 locations on Hamilton Boulevard and Gordon Drive here in Sioux City. Halftime score, Briarcliff 49, Morningside 42. Square Tire halftime show coming up. And welcome back to the Newman Flanagan Center here at halftime of the men's basketball game between Briarcliff and Morningside College. It's Briarcliff 49, number 1 Morningside 42. Individual scoring here in the first half. First for Briarcliff, Jackson Lamb leads the way with 15. Jaden Klein Esselink with 8. 6 for Austin Roteman, 6 for Ethan Friedel, 5 for Connor Groves, 4 for Tony Bonner, 3 for Nick Hoyt, and 2 for Quinn Vesey. For the Mustangs, Ben Hoskins with 12 off the bench on 4 3-pointers. Tyler Borchers with 10, Zach Immig with 9, Alex Borchers with 7, and 2 each from Tristan Cummins and Trey Powers. Morningside shot 16 of 36, 44%. They were 6 of 14 beyond the arc and 4 of 6 from the free throw line. Briarcliff 17 of 30 from the field, 10 of 17 from beyond the arc, and 5 of 7 at the free throw line. The other stats for you here, we have bench scoring 16 to 11 for the Mustangs. Points in the paint 16 to 12 for the Mustangs. Second chance points 4 to 2 for Morningside, and points off of turnover 6 to 0 for Morningside. Biggest lead of the day for the Mustangs was 3. Briarcliff is led by as many as 12 today. Score has been tied 4 times. The lead has changed hands on 8 different occasions. GPAC basketball from earlier today, all women's finals. Mount Marty over Doane, 70 to 47. Number 2 Hastings remains undefeated, 82-71 over number 17 Northwestern. Number 3 Concordia holds off an upset bid from 12th ranked Dakota Wesleyan, 69-67. And it was number 9 Dordt, 90 to 82 over Midland. College of St. Mary falls to Jamestown, 56-42. Some of the men's scores we have for you. Mount Marty a 40-28 advantage over Doane at halftime. We've got Northwestern 28-13 over Hastings last time we checked in on that one, and Dakota Wesleyan 29-19 over Concordia. But here we get ready to start the second half with the Chargers out in front 49-42. And both teams in their final huddle. Thank you to Rhett Ruley and Ruley Family Chiropractic, our sponsor of the day today here for Charger basketball. Some major college basketball scores from today. UNI over Evansville, 80-66. Texas 72-68 over Iowa State. Wisconsin upsets 14th ranked Michigan State, 64-63. (80-68) make that UNI over Evansville. Ohio State 68-59 over Indiana. Just underway here in the second half. Borchers inside, up and over the rim, no good. Austin Roteman has had to sit for most of the first half after picking up an early second foul. So Roteman back in to play defense and challenge Tyler Borchers. Roteman has it near side to Jackson Lamb. Lamb will stop, pop, shoot, score. Jackson Lamb, 17 for Lamb. (51-42) game. Potabom on the drive. He'll bump into Hoyt, shoot and score. And one coming. Nick Hoyt definitely not able to get his money's worth on that one. So the three-point play opportunity for Will Potabom is good. So he's got 3. And Nick Hoyt will zigzag his way up the floor. Roteman with the basketball. Roteman tries to feed it inside, stolen away. Bounce to Tyler Borchers. Borchers, charge. Roteman stepped over to take it and got there in time. So that'll put it in the hands of the Cliffs. 6-point lead. 51-45. Friedel looks up as he tries to bring it up the floor. Friedel continues his drive to the right wing. Klein Hessling feeds a cutting. Roteman, who catches, comes to a jump stop, goes back up and scores. 53-45. Fed inside for Trey Brown. Brown will turn and shoot in the paint. No good, off the mark. Then Brown pushes out of bounds. So it'll be Charger basketball. And Lamb will dribble. Lamb looked to leave it off for Roteman, who wasn't paying attention. I think taken by the Mustangs. Zach Emig with the lay-in. 11 for Zach. 53-47. Roteman gets the feed, goes right to the basket, another lay-in. Austin Roteman with 10. Roteman definitely has to try to cancel out Borchers and his points as Brown spins. That'll be a charge against Trey Brown. His first, team's second. So it's Charger basketball with Nick Hoyt. Hoyt leaves it off for Jackson Lamb. Lamb top of the key. He'll step back, fire for three. No good, off the front of the rim. Alex Borchers with the rebound. Lamb just needed a little more to lift. And we got a foul on the play as Brown was looking to pass it away. He got knocked into by Austin Roteman. Unfortunately, his third, team second. Tony Bonner's going to have some more very important minutes coming up in front of him. The inbound to Brown. Brown worked it inside to Potabom, shot off the mark. Tony Bonner with the rebound. Hoyt will leave it off for Jackson Lamb. Lamb looked at a few cutters, looking to go across the court to Groves, who has to retreat way into the backcourt and get it. He'll turn it up and cross the half-court stripe. Bonner tried to set a screen to no avail. Hoyt with a long three. I think he thought there was a lot less time on the shot clock than there was, as that caroms off the window and did not draw iron. Baseline drive by Potabom, stopped by a foul. Connor Groves will pick up his first and the team's third. So it'll be another inbounds play. Three-pointer in the corner, good. Alex Borchers knew it from the time he shot it. Borchers with 10, 55-50. Lamb bounces to Bonner. Bonner has it all alone up top, but definitely out of his range. Isn't going to take that silly shot. He knows better. Bonner will take a few dribbles towards the basket. Bonner traveled, he did. So that turnover will go to Morningside. Hahn thought about an open three, steps into a drive instead. It's bounced down low to Brown. Brown shoots over Bonner with a fadeaway, no good. Rebounded by Connor Groves. Three-pointer, Groves from downtown buries it. Groves with 8, and that's a big one. 58-50. Groves goes for the steal. I think he'll get the foul. No, it won't be. It'll be Bonner. His second, team's fourth. Inbound goes right underneath the basket to Borchers, who's going to be fouled by Bonner. A very quick first step for Tyler Borchers. Knew exactly what he wanted to do when he got the basketball. Turned and went right for the basket. So it's Tyler Borchers at the free throw line. It's good. He's got 11. Cody Hicks back into the lineup for Briar Cliff. Second one on the way for Tyler Borchers. 15:33 to play in the game. Second one off the front of the rim, no good. Jackson Lamb with the rebound. Back up top for Klein Hesselink. He'll drive right side, and he's going to be pushed by Alex Borchers. That'll be his second. Team's third. So Connor Groves will inbound. Hicks hands it back to Groves. Friedel hits the cutter, Lamb. Lamb trying to back his way in through the paint. Pumps it through the paint to Cody Hicks for the basket. Nice play by Hicks from Jackson Lamb. Mustangs with it, bounced out of Tyler Borchers. Good inside out with a pass. Back to Hahn, far side. Zach Immig for three, no good. Jaden Klein Hesselink with a rebound. 60-51, Chargers with Friedel. He cuts through traffic and he's got an open lay-in. No weak side or backside help for Morningside, and Friedel has the lay-in, lead back to 11, 62-51, 14:25 to play. And we have a foul off the basketball to Cody Hicks. He and Borchers battling one another for position inside. Hahn feeds inside for Borchers. Borchers had it swatted away, but gets it back and goes up and over Hicks for the basket, and a timeout on the floor, a full timeout. 14:18 to play in the ball game. Briar Cliff 62, number one Morningside 53. Back right after this on the Chargers Sports Network at bcuchargers.com. $14:18 to play in this early afternoon's game, or late afternoon, early evening game. Briarcliff 62, Morningside 53. Timeout is over. Briarcliff with the basketball. Near side, Groves open for three. Good! Connor Groves, he's got 11. Lead is 12 for Briarcliff, and you got to win segments of the game. And the Chargers doing that with a big chunk here of the start of the second half. Nice dribble drive by Hahn, a spin, a shot off the glass, and good. That's just a neat play right there. Well done for Matt Hahn. Groves dribbling through traffic. Klein Hesselink will get it. Klein Hesselink drives all the way to the low post, puts up a shot, no good. Defended well by the Mustangs. Borchers has it. Imig pops to Hoskins. 15 seconds on the Mustang shot clock. Borchers knocked over Hicks, and now let's see. They might have just got, I'm not sure what they're going to call here. It was, what happened was, it was okay, it's going to Connor Groves. It just looked kind of delayed from the referee to blow the whistle there. Like they wanted to call something, meant to call something, and then they did finally. So to go to Connor Groves, it'll be his second. So it'll be Tyler Borchers back at the free throw line. And it's good. Borchers has 14. Second one for Borchers is good. He has 15, 65-57. And a whistle on the drive. Both these teams just starting to get more and more aggressive towards the basket. Matt Hahn with his first foul. Team's fourth. So Groves will do the inbounding. And then get it right back. And over to Ethan Friedel to Lamb. Fadeaway jumper for three. No good. Rebound run down by Hoskins of the Mustangs. Mustang basketball. Imig down to Borchers. Borchers makes a strong move in a double team. And it'll be a jump ball as Austin Roteman was able to put his hands on the basketball and just do enough to tie up the play. And the possession arrow favoring Briarcliff. So with 12:36 to play in the game, it's 65-57. Friedel gets it. Friedel, that'll be a charge on Ethan Friedel, no doubt about it. His first, team's eighth. Back to Morningside goes the basketball. An easy call for the refereeing crew to make. And they do. So Borchers will do some dribbling for the Mustangs. Over to Tyler Borchers, back to Alex. Alex drives on Freeman. Friedel gets around him. Left off for Tyler Borchers at the low block, and the basket is good. And here's where, just as the Mustangs did in the first half, Briarcliff built a double-digit lead. And then Morningside came storming back, as you would expect. Friedel for three up top, no good. Austin Roteman fights for the rebound. Klein Hesselink on the drive. Klein Hesselink's fadeaway, banks it in. 10 for Klein Hesselink. 67-59. Hahn wanted a three, drives around Lamb. Roteman fouls him up by the basket. Roteman's fourth. So that's a big one. So Bonner's going to have to go back into the lineup. Free throw for Hahn is good. He's got 3. Second one on the way for Hahn. 67-60. Second one for Hahn is no good. Tony Bonner high points it for the rebound. So a 7-point Charger lead. Chargers trying to keep the Mustangs at arm's length here through the midway point of this second half. Potabom with a foul, team's 5th. Then head into the stretch run. So it's Klein Hesselink to step out of bounds and take it. He'll maneuver it in up top for Friedel, who had it poked out of his hands by Emig. As Emig and Friedel share a word and a smile at each other, both just playing hard basketball. Klein Hesselink into Bonner. Bonner has a dribble, so he'll take a couple and hand it off to Groves. Groves for 3, top of the key, no good. Off by a lot. Rebounded by Tyler Borchers of Morningside. Shot off the mark by Hahn, rebounded by Borchers, but it'll be on the back by Borchers. That'll be his 3rd. So it'll be Trey Brown back into the Mustang lineup. Borchers with 15, leading Morningside. Full court Mustang pressure. Klein Hesselink fires it into Bonner near the half-court stripe. He's got a runner. It is Klein Hesselink who will put the brakes on and take it out beyond the arc with 11 minutes to play in the game. Lamb bounces through the paint to Bonner, who's wide open for the basket, and a timeout by Coach Svigera. 10:59 to play, nearing the midway point here of the second half. Chargers 69, Morningside 60. Back in 30 seconds on the Chargers Sports Network. .59 to play in the ball game. Briarcliff 69 and Morningside 60. 10:59 to go. Chargers being led by Jackson Lamb with 17, but Connor Groves in double figures, Austin Rotman in double figures, Jaden Klein Hesselink in double figures. It's Mustang basketball following the timeout. Emig to Potabama, down to Trey Brown. Brown wants to make a move on Bonner, does so, but kicks it out. Hoskins for 3 in the corner, no good. Ball poked out of bounds. Last touch by Zach Emig, and the Chargers will have the basketball. So Klein Hesselink will work it up the floor for Briarcliff. Safe to say at the 10-minute mark of this game, every possession already big. 3 timeouts each for both coaches. They've had to use a couple already. Lamb wants a 3, no good. The rebound into the hands of Trey Brown. Wide open, Potabom in the corner, missed everything badly, and it goes out of bounds to Briarcliff. Not a guy you normally see with an air ball. He had plenty. Maybe he just had too much time to think about it. More than anything, that might be it. Because otherwise, a really solid shooter. 69-60 remains the score. We are at the 10-minute mark here of the second half. Friedel thought about a three. Can't take it. Drives instead in heavy traffic. Dumps it off to Bonner for the basket. Tony Bonner with 8. Boy, he's been just huge today. Throman in foul trouble. Bonner has had to play big, and he has stepped up at every portion of this game. Fed into Emig, who's bumped by Lamb. Jackson's second. Team's 10th, though, and that's kind of big in itself with it being double bonus free throws now the rest of the way for the Mustangs. You just don't want to give a team the ability to score a lot of points with the clock stopped, and unfortunately that'll be the whistle situation for the rest of this one. Free throw is good for Zach Emig. He's got 12. Second one for Emig is good as well. Still 13 for Zach Emig. Lead cut back to 9. Lamb dribbling in traffic. Klein Hesselink up beyond the arc to Lamb. Top of the key. Lamb drives on Hahn. Blocked away by Borchers. Alex Borchers collects out near the sideline and cuts towards the basket. He shoots over Klein Hesselink. No good, but Tyler Borchers trailing the play gets the putback and the basket. Friedel trying to make his way to the basket. They call a jump ball. A lot of people swatting at it. Possession arrow favors Morningside. So Coach Mark Svigera and crew trying to root on the Charger defense, and a foul will go to Nick Hoyt. His second. So it'll be Alex Borchers at the free throw line. Alex, a 81% free throw shooter. Free throw, no good for Alex Borchers. He's got 10 today. .902 to go. It's a 7-point Briarcliff lead. 71-64. Borchers' second free throw is good. He's got 11. Klein Hesselink at the top of the key, looking right side. Klein Hesselink continues to drive, cut off low post. He'll try to flip it back up top for Friedel, but stepping into the passing lane and knocking it away is Zach Emig. So Hoyt looks to feed it into Lamb, but he's covered up. He'll go back closer to the Morningside free throw line than the Briarcliff basket. Lamb wants to drive. He'll feed it to Bonner. He brought Tyler Borchers right out to him, which left Tony Bonner open for his 10th point of the afternoon. It's back to an 8-point lead, 73-65. Tyler Borchers calling for it inside. Bonner bodies him up. Borchers slides across him with a slick move and gets the bucket. Nice play by Tyler Borchers. Very good with that slide step on the entry post play. Lamb wants a three. Good! Jackson Lamb! 20 now for Lamb. Lead back to 9 with 8 minutes to play. 76-67. Hahn drives, knocks over Hoyt. No call. He stops, shoots, and scores. And they're going to call that... That's a really horrible call, to be honest with you. They're going to call Hoyt on the flop, which is a new call in college basketball. And it's a terrible call when you get knocked over. But it's going to be the, yeah, that's what it is. Been a couple of questionable calls during this game now. Borchers' free throw is good. So it's 12 for Borchers. And a 3-point swing, 76-70. Hahn made the basket. Let's not take that away from him. But that delay, flop, whatever the heck it is call, and that one wasn't a very good one, I don't think. Nobody asked me because nobody cares. I got it. Moving on. Hoyt hands to Friedel with 7:45 to play. Lamb, and there's the makeup call at least. Came against Imig because Coach Svigera chewed the ear of the referee. And like I say, he and Hoyt and Hahn were just playing hard against one another. Hoyt was playing good defensively and got knocked over. Wasn't anything Hahn did that was not enough to call an offensive foul. There's no doubt about that. Lamb's free throw is good. So Hahn did everything right offensively. Hoyt, yeah, there was some contact there. He did fall over, but he didn't get up quick enough is where that call comes in, I believe. So there's that. 77-70. Second free throw for Lamb is good. And it's an 8-point Charger lead. Hoskins will push near side for Imig. Down to Borchers, had it poked away by Bonner. Borchers pushes up top for Alex Borchers. He drives over to Hoskins, back up top for Hahn. Hahn drives to the right elbow into the near corner. Alex Borchers, high arcing three, no good. Rebound run down and won by Hahn as players hit the deck. Tyler Borchers to Alex Borchers for three, no good. Rebound to Connor Groves. He'll hand it to Klein Hesselink with now 7 minutes to go. Klein Hesselink into the hands of Ethan Friedel. Friedel crisscrosses his dribble. Top of the key for three. Friedel good! Ethan Friedel with the bucket. He's got 11. Lead back to 11. Imig and the Mustangs feed down to Borchers. Borchers has to push near corner for Alex Borchers for three. Good answer. Alex Borchers with 15. And it's 81-73 with Jackson Lamb in the front court. Right wing, Lamb looks, gets to the hoop, reverse lay-in, no good. Tony Bonner with a rebound, put back for Bonner. Bonner with 12 off the Charger bench. It's back to a 10-point lead. 83-73, 6:15 to play. Hahn over to Alex Borchers, down to Tyler. Tyler Borchers backs in, shovel pass across the paint, and a foul coming to Jackson Lamb for something. His third. Again, the double bonus the rest of the way, so Hoskins stands at the free throw line. Not sure what Lamb did there, really. He wasn't sure either. Looked like he and Hoskins were just cutting towards the basket, but Hoskins misses the free throw. 83-73, lead is 10. Second one for Hoskins, in and out, no good. Rebounded by Jackson Lamb. 6:05 to go. Lamb gets a Friedel screen. Wanted to give it back to Friedel, does so now top of the key. Bonner sets a screen. Bonner tries to roll. Had to fight his way through traffic to do so. Klein Hesselink hands to Lamb. Lamb with a screen. Pick and roll with Bonner. Bonner's basket no good. Bonner gets the rebound. Lost it. He's in the middle of heavy traffic. And now Bonner, it'll be a jump ball. Bonner kind of shaken up on the play. There was 4 Mustangs down there and Bonner. Austin Roman's going to go back in as Bonner tries to walk it off here. But Bonner and Roman have been huge today. 21 for Tyler Borchers, and between the two of them, Bonner and Friedel, or Bonner and Roman with 22. So they've outscored Borchers by 1, which is kind of what you want against Tyler Borchers. who's so good. You want to try to even that out, find an equalizer in the game. And the two big men for the Chargers have been able to do that. Klein Hesseling to Lamb on the inbounds play. Lamb for three, missed everything. Groves saves it in, but right to Tyler Borchers at the free throw line for Morningside. Still a 10-point lead. Alex Borchers off to Matt Hahn. Fed down via bounce to Tyler Borchers. Outside for Hahn. Hahn thought about a mid-range jumper, won't take it. Alex Borchers for three, good. He's a darn good shooter, and he nailed that one, 83-76 with a timeout. 5:15 to play. It's double bonus for the Mustangs. Double bonus free throws the rest of the way. Morningside has put Briarcliff into the single bonus for the time being. 10 fouls to 7. So both teams are shooting free throws when the whistle blows here for the rest of the game. Briarcliff shooting 30 of 53 for 56%, 13 of 27 beyond the arc. Morningside 27 of 60 for 45%, 9 of 22 beyond the arc. Morningside 13 of 20 at the free throw line. Briarcliff just 6 of 8 at the free throw line. Chargers out rebounding Morningside today, 32-28. 18 assists, 11 turnovers for Briarcliff. 16 assists, 5 turnovers for Morningside. So the assist to turnover ratio in favor of the offense for both teams. Bench scoring 27-16 for Briarcliff. Points in the paint 30-26 for Briarcliff. Second chance points tied at 6. Points off of turnover, 6-0 for Morningside. 5:15 to play, 83-76. After the Alex Borchers three, he's got 18. 7-point lead by the Chargers. Klein Hesseling will work it up the floor for BCU, being guarded closely by Alex Borchers. Good battle going on between the two. Borchers kind of, that's a jump ball, and another miss by the refereeing crew because a player shouldn't be able to go on top of another player to tie up the basketball. But hey, whatever, is what it is. It's a good hustle by Borchers. He got the job done and got his team the basketball. 83-76. Hahn over to Borchers. Thought about a three, won't take it. Feeds it inside for Tyler instead. Tyler Borchers, drop step over Roteman, no good. Connor Groves with a rebound. Groves swatted at, and that should be a foul. It's the third time a Charger had been hit in the face today. The first time it's been called. Hoskins didn't mean to. But we'll have free throws at the other end. He was kind of twirling around and caught Groves up in the face. Groves a 67% free throw shooter. Hadn't shot too many this year. Missed that one though. Now 12 of 19 from the arc. Clock runs at 4:35 to play in the ball game. Alex Borchers on the wing, drives on Friedel, stops and pops inside the free throw line, no good. Connor Groves with another rebound, his 6th rebound of the day to go along with 11 points. Friedel starts a drive, stops it. Groves has to go out near the center court stripe, keep the basketball. He does so with 15, with 14. Groves drives off the window, no good. The rebound just past the outstretched hands of, and that's a terrible miss. Borchers lost it all by himself, carried it, got it back. Hoskins for three, no good. Lamb had the rebound taken away. Out to Hahn for three, no good. Rebound to Roteman. Roteman had it taken away by Borchers. That should be a reach foul by Borchers too. That's not good. Boy, that's the 5th on Austin Roteman. That's it. Mark Svagera is going to throw something across this gym real soon. So Tony Bonner will come back in, but that's a bad miss. That's a point swing the other way that you just can't have with a miss like that. That's an obvious turnover. When the ball comes up that high off a player's hand and then he gets it back and continues the drive, that's something a college official cannot miss. Borcher's free throw is good. 83-77 with 3:51 to play. And they tried to justify it by saying the ball was poked, but it wasn't. Second one no good. Jackson Lamb will bring it up for Briarcliff. 3:45 to play, 6-point lead. Lamb drives, Lamb left side, leaves it off for Bonner, stolen away by Borchers. Tyler Borchers with a steal, Alex Borchers with a pass over to Hahn, back to Alex. Near side for Emig, thought about a three, can't step into it. Klein Hessling put a hand at his face. Alex Borchers drives, lay in no good, rebound poked over to Nick Hoyt. Hoyt will give it back to Jackson Lamb with 3:15 to go, and the Chargers will use a little patience here to try to get a good shot away. And a timeout by Coach Marks Figuera and the Chargers. 83-77, a 30-second timeout. 3:14 to go in the game. Chargers hold the 6-point lead, shooting 31 of 55 on the day, led by Jackson Lamb with 22. Tony Bonner with 12. Jaden Klein Esselink with 10. Ethan Friedel with 11. Austin Roteman has fouled out already with 10. Foul trouble after that, not a big issue. Hicks, Bonner, and Lamb and Hoyt all with 3. The Mustangs only have Tyler Borchers with 3. So foul trouble not an issue yet until we get that next person with a 4th foul. Then fouls are an issue. Bonner will accept the inbounds pass and give it right back to Ethan Friedel. 83-77 as we get ready to cross the 3-minute mark. Klein Hesselink looked to set a screen. Didn't get it. He ran through. 5 on the shot clock. Klein Hesselink for a long 3. Good! Jaden Klein Hesselink for 3. 86-77. Mustangs back quickly. Emig with 2:45 to play. Hahn looks inside for Tyler Borchers. Lobs it there. Borchers near side for Hoskins. Hoskins drives. That should be a charge. It is! Hoskins third, team 6. Tony Bonner took it. He just stood still and put on cement boots. So the turnover to Briarcliff with 2:37 to play. Will Potabom back into the Mustang lineup for Hoskins. Hoskins has been held scoreless here in the second half. Lamb into Nick Hoyt. Lamb will stick back and help him out. Hoyt has things under control as he dribbles near the half-court stripe and got a Jackson Lamb screen. Now he gives to Jackson Lamb. Lamb at the top, covered up. Ethan Friedel with it. Friedel drives through the paint, comes to a stop, twirls around, shoots no good. Bonner pulls it in with 10 on the shot clock. Bonner looked to shovel it to Klein Hesselink, but Potabom was there to push it out of bounds, so there is 7 on the Chargers shot clock with 2:14 to go here in the ball game. Klein Hesselink will do the inbounding. Hoyt comes off a screen to catch it. Hoyt will turn to Klein Hesselink. Klein Hesselink knocked off the plane of the basketball and just couldn't collect it and gather it back in. So the shot clock violation gives it back to Morningside with 2 minutes to go. And it's 86-77 Briarcliff. An even 2 minutes right now. Long 3. Matt Hahn, no good. Rebounded by Emig. Emig bounces to Borchers, who lays it up and over the front of the rim and in. So it's 86-79. Chargers need a couple of quality possessions here. Hoyt, double teamed. Klein Hesselink open for 3. No good. Rebound loose. Friedel pulls it in and pulls it back beyond the arc. Lamb wants to drive, kicks it out to Friedel, and they're going to call Lamb for a charge. The pass and crash So Lamb will pick up his fourth. 1:31 to play. That'll give it back to Morningside. So a little mop-up duty underneath the basket. And we're good to go. And it'll be Mustang basketball. Alex Borchers will let the ball bounce a few times before he picks it up and takes off on the run with it. Borchers drives left. Oh, for goodness sakes. Bonner with his fourth. Alex Borchers to the free throw line. 1:24 to go. So Alex will step back to the line. He's, let's see, 3 of 5 on the day. Free throw good. Alex Borchers now with 20, 86-80. Second one is good, 86-81. 1:24 to go. Foul will be called against Potabom, his second, team's 10th. So Nick Hoyt will go to the free throw line for the Chargers. 85% free throw shooter, but clock stopping with 1:22 to play. Hoyt's free throw is good. Hoyt with 4. Second one for Hoyt is good. He's got 5. 88-81. Borchers quickly to the top of the key. Alex picks up his dribble. Imig looks baseline. Make that Potabom, sorry. Fired into Tyler Borchers. He turns, misses the basket. Bonner with the rebound. Fed to Jackson Lamb with a minute to go. Ahead to Bonner. Bonner will put on the brakes and give it to a guard. That'll be Jaden Klein-Esselink. Lamb drives and pumps it over to Nick Hoyt. 15 on the shot clock, 50 seconds to go. Friedel comes up to get the handoff, and a foul will be called against Zach Imig. His third. 88-81. Friedel at the free throw line. Not really a foul that Coach Sykes wanted at that point because they had got so far into the shot clock and the ball so far away from the basket that sometimes you want your defense to play through it as Friedel hits the free throw. 12 now for Ethan Friedel. And 45 seconds to go. Second one for Friedel is good. He swishes it home. 90-81. Borchers for 3. No good. Rebound to Jackson Lamb. Saved into Friedel. Friedel will try to take some more time off the clock as he heads into the front court. To Klein-Esselink. They play keep away. Now fouled by Matt Hahn. .30 seconds to go. It'll be Jaden Klein-Esselink at the free throw line. Klein-Hesslink's free throw is good. 14 for Jaden Klein-Esselink. 91-81. Second one, good for Jaden Klein-Esselink. 92-81. Borchers. Alex shoots over Bonner and scores. Alex Borchers with 23 today. 92-83 with 25 seconds left. A full timeout to reset things for you. Both teams in the double bonus. Coach Jim Sykes of the Mustangs with 1 timeout remaining. Coach Figuera has 2, which is important because in the event that you can't get the ball in play right away, at least have that opportunity to take the timeout. Briarcliff shooting 55% of the afternoon. Morningside at 41%, 29 of 70. Briarcliff 32 of 58. 9 of 26 beyond the arc for the Mustangs. 15 of 30 for Briarcliff. 50% from beyond the arc today. Free throw line, Morningside 16 of 24. Briarcliff 13 of 16. Jackson Lamb and Tyler Borchers both have double-doubles for their respective clubs. Tyler 23 points and 12 rebounds. Lamb 22 points and 10 rebounds. .25 seconds left. Shot clock is off. Chargers get it into Jackson Lamb, and he's off to the races into the front court. Lamb will be fouled by Tyler Borchers, his 4th. Down to 21 seconds left. So Jackson Lamb will step up to the free throw line. Lamb's free throw is good. He swishes it home. 23 for Jackson. And make it 24 for Jackson Lamb. 94-83. Tyler Borchers off to Hahn. Hahn with a long 3, no good. Rebounded by Alex Borchers. He'll fire for 3. Airballed, no good. Friedel goes to the deck, picks it up. It's poked around and loose, and there was a kick somewhere in there. So it'll be Briarcliff basketball with 4.9 seconds left. And Briarcliff fans getting ready to celebrate. 4, 3, 2, 1, unbeaten, no more. The Chargers pull off the upset of the number 1 ranked team in the country. Briarcliff 94, Morningside 83. Chargers improved to 13-12 on the season for the Mustangs, now 23-1. 15-1 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Briarcliff improves to 4-11 inside GPAC play on a fantastic game from start to finish here at the Newman Flanagan Center. Briarcliff 94, Morningside 83. And for the first time this season, the Mustangs fall. And it comes at the hands of the Chargers. A solid day top to bottom for Briarcliff. It took a lot. It took an army to beat number 1, as you would expect today, and they did it. Run down the individual scoring for you, then the team scoring in our One-Eyed Jacks postgame show. Half-price appetizers at One-Eyed Jacks with your Charger game ticket. All right, for Briarcliff, 24 points for Jackson Lamb, 15 points for Jaden Klein-Hesselink. 13 for Ethan Friedel, 12 for Tony Bonner, 11 for Connor Groves, and 10 for Austin Roteman. 6 double-digit scores for Briarcliff today. For Morningside, Alex and Tyler Borchers both had 23 points each. Zach Immig with 13, Ben Hoskins with 12, Matt Hahn with 5, Will Potabom with 3, Trey Powers with 2, and Tristan Cummins with 2. Chargers on the day shoot 55%, 32 of 58, but an impressive 50% from beyond the arc, 15 of 30. and 15 of 18 at the free throw line. Morningside was 29 of 72 for 40%. From beyond the arc, Morningside 9 of 28 free throws, 16 of 24 for the Mustangs. Briarcliff out-rebounds Morningside 42 to 33. 18 assists, 16 turnovers for Briarcliff. 18 assists, 6 turnovers for Morningside. Bench scoring 27 to 16 for Briarcliff. Points in the paint 30 to 30. Second chance points 8 to 6 for Morningside, and points off of turnovers 6 to nothing for the Morningside Mustangs. Morningside's biggest lead of the day was 3. Briarcliff's biggest lead of the day was 12. They win it by 11. Score was tied 4 times. The lead changed hands 8 different times. So Briarcliff improves to 13 and 12, 4 and 11 in the GPAC. Morningside 23 and 1, 15 and 1 now in the GPAC. As the Chargers look to fight to get back into the scope of things for the Great Plains Athletic Conference postseason tournament, and obviously turning some heads this week now with back-to-back wins over ranked opponents, beating number 16 Mount Marty on Wednesday, beating number 1 Morningside here today. Chargers will be back in action with, guess what, another ranked opponent here at the Newman Flanagan Center on Wednesday night. Dakota Wesleyan will be in town. We'll have it here for you, men's and women's basketball. Dakota Wesleyan's women ranked number 12 in the country, and Dakota Wesleyan's men ranked number 10, so it's going to be another challenging evening for the Cliff here at the Newman Flanagan Center Wednesday night, but we'll have it all for you right here on the Chargers Sports Network. So the Chargers with a big upset today. They win it 94 to 83 and hand the Mustangs their first loss of the season. Thank you for joining us throughout the afternoon today. Game number 1 did go to the Mustangs 91-72. But the men's basketball game, game number 2, it goes to Briarcliff with the upset over number 1 Morningside 94 to 83. Thanks for listening today. That'll wrap it up from the Newman Flanagan Center. Have a great afternoon, a great weekend. We'll talk to you Wednesday night about 5:50 with our pregame show for men's and women's basketball as the Chargers take on Dakota Wesleyan. So the Chargers complete the upset, 94-83 over Morningside. It's a great day to be a Charger. Have a good one, everybody. I'm Justin Barker saying goodnight on the Charger Sports Network at BCUchargers.com.